Well, now you know exactly who they are. And I hope that you guys are ready to have some fun with us because I know that they are ready. I am Erin Hill, and I am here with my dad who's over here working on these technical
Trying
things.
to figure out all the things that are going on.
Oh,
yeah. I'm an old guy. It's all this is new. You know, that technical stuff you guys grow up with.
Hey, he admitted to being old. He did.
From the old school, I believe. Yes, here we go. So anyway, our guests tonight are Laughlin, and they're coming in from Athens, and we are so excited. They're from Columbus, Georgia. Zach is.
I am.
And you are from, Allison?
I'm from Cartersville, Georgia.
Cartersville, Georgia.
Yep.
I love Cartersville.
Boo, Cartersville.
Most people say they haven't heard of Cartersville, so I'm glad that you have.
No, Cartersville's on the way to my aunt's house that used to be my favorite aunt because she made the best breakfast. You know, food is important to me.
That is.
Food's important to me, too.
Yes.
For sure.
For Erin, it's the most important thing around, I promise you. You know, she'd rather eat most of the time than watch TV or anything. She'll eat.
And that's why Kim brought snacks for us today.
She did.
My dad's wife.
Kim.
Red velvet cake.
I've already downed 3 cupcakes.
Oh,
Wait a minute,
really?
we already got a call.
Oh, that's
coming in.
awesome.
Let's
Oh,
see what we
yay.
got.
Let's answer it.
We don't normally do this, but who do we have on the phone today? Hello?
Oh, they hung up.
Hello?
Wrong number. They hung up.
Oh, they got scared.
Oh, darn.
Start talking about food and they got right off here.
Exactly.
So let's go ahead and get this party started because I am so excited. And we have the full show with you guys, which is just amazing because that means you guys are special because you guys have the whole 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
We like
And so let's start by first off letting everyone know kind of how we know you guys. We were lucky enough to play y'all's CD release party in Phoenix City, which first off is an amazing venue. And second of all, we had a wonderful time. So thank you guys for letting us do that because y'all sounded great. And we had so much fun.
You sounded great. We had a great time. We had been looking forward to that show for a long time. We had to find the perfect opener that complemented our set. So, and you were it. You were it.
That was it. No, it was such a cool place too. Big shout out to Rebecca Harris if she's listening. Such a cool place and so many unbelievable acts that played there over the years. So for them to allow us to play that venue for our album release party was a dream come true for sure.
Oh yeah, I had a great time. And
I had a blast.
To be able to play there, even like on y'all's CD release party, but then just to be able to play to that like view, you know what I mean, behind us, like the pictures and the video. I was like, man, this is awesome. And
we had our vocal coach there right before our set, and so she took us off, and she's like, I think this is the prettiest place I've ever warmed someone up vocally before a show. We were literally standing on a bridge, and it's like the sun had set and the stars were shining over the river. I mean, it was the prettiest thing I have ever seen.
Man, I feel like we should write a song.
I know. All right now, we're getting inspired on the air.
The night's still long. We can
That's
do this.
true.
Yeah.
We've got all night to do this.
That's true.
And that would be a first too for Electric High Radio Show.
It sure would.
Yeah.
Write a song right here, and especially with Laughlin. You know, Zach is from Columbus, like we said, and she's from Cartersville. I'm from Columbus also. He went to Columbus High School.
I did.
And I think I went there for one day before they moved us to another school because we were military.
The
military kids, I went from, I went to Hardaway when it first opened.
Nice.
And I went to Kendrick is where I graduated from. So first graduating class.
And he won the Soapbox Derby.
That's right, he did.
Yep.
Well, the Soapbox Derby is a big deal in Columbus.
What is the Soapbox Derby? I need to be.
It's the downhill racer that races with gravity.
And no engine.
And they're really sleek. And it's boys and girls that are involved. And some of the cars get up to 40 miles an hour down the hill. It's really very technical.
Well, and as a kid, I can imagine that's just super fun.
It was fabulous.
You know?
Well, and it's a big deal in Columbus. I got a good buddy of mine, if he's listening, Mr. Tyler Pritchard, a good friend of mine from high school. Him and his granddad, that's what they did every year. He used to show me all his soapbox cars when we'd go over there in high school. But it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. And they have the Nationals in Akron, Ohio.
That's right.
And what I think the main prize now is like a $30,000 college scholarship.
Oh my God.
And if you win first place, a brand new Corvette when you turn 21.
All right, here we go. Let's we all need to go back because Corvettes are my dream car.
Yeah. Well, you're a little
Doesn't
old
matter
now
which
because
one.
you have to be 11 to 15 is the age you're racing.
Yeah, take off about 10 years. Perfect.
But being from Columbus, we kind of come from the same area down there, and you're a country singer type person. You have different influences.
That is true.
Was there anybody in Columbus that you saw when you were growing up of one of the bands that you grew up and had some that you remember? Like when I was growing up, it was Steve, Kathy, and the Lovin' Shayonas.
That's right. Yeah, Columbus has got a very good music scene, which is really cool. you know, because when you're growing up in Columbus, you don't really get to know too much about the music scene or the nightlife, I guess. But when I was little, there was two big acts around Columbus that I really, really liked, and that was one, Sean Mullins was big in Columbus. Of course, he had the big hit Rockabye, which was my little brother's one of his favorites. If he's listening, he'll love that shout out. And then also Edwin McCain was also playing the Loft a good bit, which he had the big hit I'll Be, which is I still think making him a pretty good big royalty check these days.
Like those royalty checks.
Right? That's
Yes.
awesome. Well,
It's a good thing.
I'm sure. Okay, so now let's go even more to get into how you two met. So, Zach, you played baseball. And I know that
did.
baseball is a huge thing in Columbus.
It is.
And so, listeners, Zach went to UGA. And then I'll let you guys do this story from here about how you guys met. Oop, there goes my pen. My
didn't need it
Yeah,
anyway.
my
You don't
pen
need
just
it.
flew out of my hand. But
I don't think you have to throw things at
Yeah,
Zach to
I'm
get him
sorry,
to talk. He'll
I'm
talk.
sorry.
That is true. That is the truth.
Don't have to force it.
yeah, but go ahead. Tell us about how you guys met, UGA, kind of what that experience was about.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll take there's two different perspectives, so you might actually get to hear both perspectives, which is probably so funny. But yeah, once upon a time, I was a big baseball guy, and I was there to play baseball. But I actually met Allison in orientation. It was in the summer. It was before our freshman year. I just signed a scholarship, and I thought I was Mr. Big Shot. And I stepped on campus, and it was funny. Allison has a twin sister. They're not identical, but they're fraternal. And she was in my orientation group, and she had a Cartersville shirt on. And Cartersville had just beat us in the playoffs, and I was bitter about it.
You
And
still
I was-
sound bitter.
I
For
still
real.
I don't
am.
want to get you excited, but you're not going to
He
pull out a
still
gun
is.
or anything.
No,
right?
I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Not at all. And yeah. So we she said, you know, I got a sister, and she loves baseball. She loves baseball and players, and she would love to meet you. And of course, I was like, absolutely. Well, I met her, and then sure enough, it was kind of like, you know, we didn't really see each other for a while. It was kind of like we kind of went our separate ways, and it all came back when she came over to my apartment with me and my roommates, and she comes over at random. And of course, I was a baseball player, but I also could play the guitar, and that was my end. I was thinking, this is it.
He's like, I'm gonna impress her with this song, and it's gonna be wonderful.
And exactly,
Mhm.
and that's what I said. I was like, I'm going to just sweep her off her feet with this song I'm about to play.
Did it work?
Well, the thing is, I thought it was gonna work, and then she starts singing a harmony, and I'm like, that's beginner's luck.
Yeah, and it's like,
All right,
that's
yeah.
not how this was supposed to go.
Yeah, she's supposed to just
You're
be like
supposed to be
googly eyed.
drooling,
Yeah.
and
And then I think what I sing, was it Kenny Chesney, "Old Blue Chair"? I think was the first song I ever went with, which is a great song, but such a random song. But
Did you get chills?
yeah, I don't know. So, it was such a long time ago. I don't even remember what was going on in my head at that point.
it's funny, yeah. But after
But
that, it
Zach
was,
remembers everything.
I do.
He's like an elephant. He remembers like literally everything.
An
It's
elephant. That's
crazy.
a really good,
yeah.
I guess.
I
Well,
love
that's what
it.
they say.
that
Elephants
is what
remember
they say.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
they
true.
paint.
That's a
you know.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Nice.
Thanks for backing me up there.
Yeah, I got you.
Don't worry, Zach. She'll back her up all night long.
That's right.
Trying to
And-
call
and
me out on
Girls
the
stick
radio.
together.
And my wife, Kim, who's sitting over there out of the picture, no matter what Aaron says, it's right. You can count on it. So
That's
I
right.
mean, that's because Kim and I were born on the same day. Different
Which
years,
is
but same
October
day.
7th.
Yes.
And Zach is October 12th.
That's right. October 12th, Columbus Day, which
You
is
didn't-
funny because
oh,
I was born in
cool.
Columbus.
in Columbus on Columbus
Yeah.
Day.
Oh, there we go.
I love it.
So-
Some more connections.
Allison, what was your perspective of it? Like, oh, this guy's pulling out a guitar and you're just like, whatever. Oh, we have a caller.
Wait.
Okay, let's answer this call and then we'll get back to that.
Hello, caller. Who do we have?
We have me,
Who's
the
me?
Great Methodical.
Who?
The who?
You're one and only.
Oh, Jeff, what's up?
Jeff.
One and only the best fan.
There you go. Well,
Oh,
no. Wait a minute. Your wife seems to be wanting to beat you out on that
Yeah,
already.
Bree's
She
a
told
good
us the
fan
other
too.
night.
Well, the only reason why I stalk your daughter is to keep tabs on my wife because I know she's looking out for your dad, Aaron.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah,
the only reason.
that's what you said. You're like, well, you know, Bree hugged your dad, so I get to hug you. And I was like, I don't know if I want to get in this fight, but we love you, so yay.
Hey,
Well, do you have a
even if
question?
you
Do
didn't-
you have a question
even
for
if
our
you didn't-
guest?
Even if you didn't have a dad as awesome as you do, I'd still be stalking you. 'Cause y'all are awesome.
Thank you.
I like the awesome dad
And
part.
I do have a question for Laughlin.
Okay.
Cool.
Wondering why he tried the guitar when it's a dance moves that always has the women.
That's a great
That's
question.
a great question,
That
Jeff.
is the
such a good
truth
question.
too.
You
That
know
is
what?
the
My
truth.
go-to.
And Aaron and Steve know my dance moves.
Yeah.
They've seen it
Oh,
many
yeah.
times.
The dance
It's the
moves.
dance moves that get the women.
That is so true. It is, and it's
What's
funny.
your go-to dance move?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
You know what? I am so looking forward to meeting you two
Jeff.
after y'all's last show, hearing y'all on Aaron interview y'all. I've been so stoked. I loved how y'all talk. Loved your personalities.
Because when you're at the phone
Aw.
interview.
Loved everything about you.
Oh yeah,
Cool,
thank you so much. Yeah, that.
But
means
let
the world.
me tell you this. Allison's cute as can be. So there you go. And for the girls, Zach's pretty good looking too. But I don't look at Zach. But I'll guarantee you, the guys are
7.5.
going to love looking at a little Allison here. And she sings so well and all that. But Jeff, they had a question for you that you didn't hear. And that was, what is your big move on that dance floor is what Allison asked.
Well, I've done the Running Man. I've done the Humpty. I've done them all. My favorite move is the drunk guy.
The drunk
The drum?
And
The
I do it so well.
Yeah, he does it. You do it very,
Our-
very well.
Well, our last bar venue at Aaron's event, which was Dylan's last weekend,
Right?
for the two of us ran $120.
Woo! Wow.
Wow.
That's
two
fun.
of us.
You and Bree?
But I treated a few people like the Just for Fun crew and had to pay someone a pitcher of beer to go try and hit up on DJ Scotty's wife.
Wow.
What?
I don't want to know all the
It's
stalking
fun.
stuff. I think I'm going to
Yeah.
stop here.
What are you talking
And
about, Jeff?
I will tell you something. I am extremely happily married. I would
I know you
Well,
guys
we
are.
know that. We know that.
I
but-
would never stray from my wife. I got the best wife in the world. I know you're going to argue, say Allison and all that, but I know she has a fraternal twin sister, right?
Yeah.
He does.
That's true.
Yeah, so y'all got about 20 minutes before y'all get to beat me or less. I'm running
What?
about 90 coming down I-20 heading towards Conyers.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And you will get to meet the infamous Jeff Mathias.
You're coming here?
Yeah, he's coming to hang out.
Call the
Oh,
police.
wow.
Call the police. Let's lock these doors. Get a
Hey.
barricade.
Jeff, did
I
you
would've
see
been there
the
sooner.
Jeff, did you
I
see
would've been
the
there sooner,
Jeff?
but my wife wasn't feeling well. I had to make sure she was taken care of.
Oh,
I came
that's
down.
That
that's
is
a good
sweet.
husband.
Yeah.
Ah,
Did you
make
see
me- oh,
did you
sorry.
see the text that Scotty sent you?
I'm sorry?
Scotty just came down here and told me to ask you if you saw the text that he sent you.
Well, you sent me a few, and that last picture that he sent me was kind of gross.
I don't
well, we
even
can't go
I don't
there.
even want to know what it was, but
we don't do
Jeff-
that on this show.
Jeff, we'll
No,
see you.
Actually, I'm driving, so I haven't checked any of my texts because I don't text. and
Oh,
drive.
that is good.
Well, then we will see you
Yeah,
when you get
we'll
here.
see you when you get here. Drive
I will
safely.
be there shortly, and I'm so looking forward to meeting y'all. I mean, I enjoyed I really did. I mean, to hear y'all play the other night and the way y'all talk, it was pretty awesome.
Well, you're going to hear him in
Oh,
just a minute. We
thanks.
got a few minutes, and we're going to let them do a couple
Yeah.
of live tunes. So you guys keep
I-
listening. We'll be right back with you, Jeff.
We'll see you, Jeff.
All right, we'll see y'all soon.
See ya.
All right. That was the first
Yeah,
caller.
that's
There you
Jeff,
go.
and
Nice.
he is a fan, and he's awesome. Like, he's so much fun when he comes to our shows, and he calls in. He misses poker night to come hang out
That's
with us,
huge.
Wow,
and that
says
is
a lot.
huge.
That's
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
Amen.
That is
It's
huge.
giant.
So
I
where
think.
were we? We were talking
We were
about
talking to Allison,
Allison.
and her perspective.
exactly.
I actually really want to hear
on-
this.
Oh yeah,
My
we all do.
perspective on the his whipping out the guitar instead of the dance moves, apparently.
I do have one good dance move though. It's side note. I can really do the Carlton really well.
Oh, well, you know,
I
a
mean,
little bit.
so
we'll try
well.
that. We'll turn the
I've
music up.
I've
and put you
vetoed
on.
that at shows.
Really?
She
yeah.
thinks she did, but I always do it in the side when she's not looking.
We're going to have to do that before we're done. I promise.
Yeah, we got a video all set up. So
Good.
That's right.
if you guys want to watch us, you can actually go to YouTube. And,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So-
Yeah, if you're at home and you're not and you have access to your computer, jump on YouTube and go to Just for Fun Radio and hit the live button,
There you go.
and you'll be able to see them sing and play in just
Yeah.
a few minutes.
Hey, cool.
But no,
We're
I
gonna-
think I think, Allison, we were talking about your perspective of when you guys met.
Aaron wants
Yes.
to know is what
I
I'm
want to
saying.
know. I just want to, like, I don't think I've ever had anyone play guitar for me besides like my dad. And so it's kind
Which
of,
is cool.
yeah. And like, as you sing, how music goes. So it's, I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
what I would think if a guy came up and was like, hey, I play guitar. And I'd be like, hey, me too. You know?
Yeah. Well, see, and I don't play guitar, so I mean that was, I guess, kind of cool that he played guitar, but
I guess.
it was kind of cool, I
guess.
guess.
Is that bus coming by here in a minute? We can just throw Zach right
Yeah.
under
Yeah.
it. I mean, Allison, you're not
Well,
very.
I'll be honest, he was dating someone else at the time. So
Oh,
for him to
no.
Bombshell. Wait a
yeah,
minute.
that's what it comes down to. So I wasn't trying to get.
I
in
didn't
that-
realize this was
in
going to be a
that mess.
comedy home show.
I
You know what I mean?
know.
I mean, I didn't want to call you out, but it's come back to that question
Oh,
like 3
it
times.
did.
So I figured, man,
I
let's
was
just
very
go ahead and say it.
respectful, though.
He was, or else I would have some serious trust issues. But yeah,
He's a good man.
yeah, he was. He was good.
The Laughlin drama comes out.
Well, see, here's the thing: is so I, of course, thought he was cute, and he's on the baseball team, and I was like, okay, so I'll at least give him the time
He's
of day.
a jock.
So
Mhm.
yeah, exactly.
Tight
So
baseball pants,
there was
always
one
work.
day it was the SLC, it was a student learning center at the time. So we were at UGA, and we had a class in the same building. I would pass him every morning going to class. So
On purpose. Tell him about that.
well, yeah. So one day I had gotten there early, and I had missed him. We missed each other in the hallway, and I normally said hey to him or whatever. So I decided to go get a water on the other side of the building so that I could go back his direction. So of course, I remember like it was yesterday. I walked by my rain boots. It was raining that day, and I had the cutest rain boots on. And
You have to have the cutest rainbow.
Of course, I was styling in my rain boots and my Nike shorts on campus. And I stopped by and we just kind of chatted for a minute. And he said, if you ever have a sorority date night or something, you should invite me. That's what he said to me.
Wow.
Man,
Yeah.
he just was like,
Yep.
you should invite
Smooth.
me.
You should invite me.
Yeah.
He's a
So-
smooth operator.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
So literally 2 weeks later, we had a date night. And so I asked him to go with me. And
And that was to the sorority.
yep, to the sorority. We had a
And
date
what
night.
was a special thing or just a party? Or-
It was a rave, actually.
A
It was
rave.
a rave, and it was a
Oh,
grab and go
nice.
date night. So I had 2 hours. We found out at chapter, and then we had 2 hours to find a date and get a costume together, and then go downtown. And I called him to ask him, and I was super nervous. I'd never asked a guy out, but he told me to
Me
invite
neither.
him, so I
Yeah,
kind of
you
like
already
felt
told
like he
me.
would
Yeah.
say yes. But of course, I call him, and he tries to say no.
What?
Well, let's also the fact that
You're dating somebody else. That's where
no,
we were.
actually, no, she was out of the picture
Oh.
actually. And I was actually had a huge paper due the next day,
That he had not started yet.
8:00 in the
Oh,
morning.
sounds like another student I heard of once.
It was due, and
Like every student.
My
ever.
goodness.
my English teacher's like, look, and I knew I being a studious student, I had to finish it. Well,
Yeah.
oh, call her, I think. No?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Aaron wanted to
call,
hold
yeah,
on
we'll
it.
call
but-
him back. We'll
but
finish
we'll
the
get
story.
you back on
yeah.
here. Finish the story.
Well, so I had a huge paper due the next day. Of course, me being a math guy, English was like my subject I had to really work at. And I knew she called me. It's late. It's like 11:00 because Athens doesn't get started till like literally 11. So I'm like, there's no way I can do this. I'm like, my mom would be so mad if I just went. And then so I remember telling her no and sat there for a good 30 seconds. And it was like, Zach, are you serious? Like, are you seriously not going to go to this date night with this girl that you really like?
Aw.
So I did. I was like, all right, well, you know what? Screw this paper. I'll finish it. I went to the date night, came back home. It's probably 2:00. Wrote the paper for 3 hours. At 5:00, woke up, turned it in, and I got an A.
That's a good thing. An A and a date from the night.
Yes, I did.
All right,
And
so we
I'm
got
So
married.
the
yeah,
caller
they're
coming
calling
in.
back again. So we'll.
Hi, caller. Who's calling?
Yeah, hey, is Laughlin on right now?
They're on right
Yeah.
this second. Who is this?
It's
This
Blake.
is Mike.
Mike. It's Mike. Mike, what's your last name?
Mike Smith.
Mike Smith.
Mike
Hey, yes,
Smith.
I had a question for Laughlin. I'm a big fan. I've been to a couple of shows up in the Athens area. My girlfriend actually went to Georgia. I was just curious, Zach. I mean, I see you wear a lot of button ups. Have you ever thought about like undoing one more button?
That's a great question. I got a real great friend, guy by the name of Blake Brett Schneider that love him to death, and He's usually my one button guy, man. He's always there when the shirt, the time is right. The shirt needs to be button a little bit. Maybe it'll sex it up a little bit. And he's always there to just undo one more button. And it always works. It always works.
It makes the show. I mean, what would we do without Blake? I just don't know.
I agree.
You don't think that you're being razzed on a little bit right here, do you?
Absolutely.
Somebody's razzing. Hey, Mike, are you razzing?
No, absolutely not. Big fan. I was wondering,
Really?
I was wondering where your favorite place to go on vacation is, and who you guys go with.
That's a good. Well, I'll let Allison take that one.
Actually, our favorite place of vacation, the last place we went was Myrtle Beach, actually, and we go with our best friends, Blake Brettsteiner and Adele Deckenbach. It's a mouthful to say all their
That
names
is true.
together. We
Decca
actually
Schneider.
call them Breckabach.
Oh,
is
sorry.
actually, yeah,
Yeah.
what we call them, but
Oh,
It's a little
that's
shorter.
something
Yeah,
terrible
big-
coming in.
Yeah, big shout out to Blake and Adele if you're listening. Big shout out to you guys. We love you guys.
yeah, they're great people. We're going to Florida next week.
That's right.
So-
Break.
That's what's
All
playing.
right, cool.
All right, well,
Yeah,
thank
I
you for
just-
calling.
I thought I'd call in to see if Zach could get some tighter jeans or maybe just some cut off shirts.
Come on, now you're beginning to sound like you might like him in the wrong kind of way. And Zach's beginning to sweat
And he's
profusely
married.
right here.
I
And
will-
he's married.
I will wear tighter jeans if you bring the Coronitas, please.
Well, we all know how well you do with those.
This guy knows y'all way too well.
yes, he does.
This is not a
I don't-
regular fan. I don't want to hurt any big feelings.
And I don't think it's Mike either.
No, I don't. Hey, thanks for calling though. We're gonna go on to another little subject here, but thank you so much for calling in.
See you, dude.
Yeah, no problem.
We're gonna actually play one of y'all's songs.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
We're fixing to go to a little commercial break here. Before we go, I want to remind everybody that in the morning there's a show here called Just for Fun Radio that Scotty hosts with a bunch of folks that come in and talk about the community.
Cool.
On Tuesday night they have a Guns and Gadget show,
Mm.
and on Thursday night they have a ladies' night. You would have fun. with that.
Ladies talk is what
Yeah,
I'm
they
talking
just-
about.
And
Yeah.
I mean, everybody gets a little bit crazy in the ladies' talk, you know what I mean?
night.
There you go.
Yep.
So
No,
we're gonna
that's literally the theme song.
we're gonna take YouTube and put
Yeah.
a song on there on YouTube.
But
as
I
we
want to
break
I want to
away.
actually ask them a question real fast.
Go ahead.
We're going to do their first song that we're going to play off their album is called Come My Way, right?
That's what it
So
looks like.
what's the background story to that song?
I'll let Allison take that one. She's the big time writer in Laughlin.
Yeah, actually, Come My Way, I kind of, anytime I'm songwriting, I kind of just write my initial thoughts and I'll go back and kind of edit the storyline a little bit. So initially, the reason I wrote the song was my sister had moved to Houston. And so the tagline is, when you figure out you're tired of being lonely, come my way. And so I was kind of thinking, oh, she'll move out to Houston. She'll miss her family. She's never been away. And then she'll come right back. So that was kind of the start to the song, the basis. And then I kind of changed it more into a love song. So when I started writing the verses, it was more kind of a imagining, two people with a tense relationship. And so it kind of just all
Oh, that's
bubbled
cool
up
though.
in there.
Yeah.
I like that. So we're going to play a few commercials and then we're actually going to play your song.
Cool. Let's do it.
Except this one is not
There
your
we
song.
go.
There we go. That one's playing
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Well, That's
Awesome.
going on YouTube.
Yep. And then we're about
Yeah,
to
we're
play
about
some
to play this one
commercials
right
and
here.
then y'all's song Come My Way. So
I'm
I'm
sure
very
I made a little
excited.
mistake on how I did this because I'm still learning how to use the board.
It happens. It happens, right?
Is that where we
That's
are
right.
there?
That looks familiar. That show.
Right? That's from y'all.
Did I-
In
did
the
I mess up?
pants.
In the pants. Oh, God, I love them.
Like
I
the
love
pants.
those
I do too.
pants.
All right.
Leggings
Here we
are
go.
the best to wear on stage.
Oh, yeah. Well, those are jeans. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. So to all the listeners, we're talking about a video from their CD release party when we opened for them, and my pants are these black and white striped, kind of like Joan Jett style pants, and they're actually jeans, but they are super comfortable.
Where did you get those?
From some just store at one of those
Yeah.
malls. It's
Yeah.
like super run down and only has
That's
like
where you find the best show
yes,
clothes.
Best show
and
clothes.
you always have to find new outfits, so you don't want to spend a ton of
Yes. Oh, I feel you, girl. I love those pants though. But we're gonna go to commercial and we'll be right back with y'all. We'll see you guys soon.
See you soon.
Oh yeah. Cool. So yeah, we're still working on the technical side.
Oh yeah. It is so much more to it. It's like. Ricky wasn't listening.
You're like,
So the real story is.
no, you guys aren't.
No, you're off now.
I had a girlfriend in high school for about 2 years. We were very serious in high school. She stayed.
Did it get left? So we'll go back over what this song is. Summer song? And there it is. That's my way with you. Well, yeah.
Is that already played?
No.
So in our custom,
That's fine. No. Come my way with you. Yes, sir.
Oh, so I try to upload. I try to do it loud. I did a SoundCloud page. Try to upload on YouTube, so that way I wouldn't use it as easy paper. Where if I want to send it for free thing, which I do have it on some other outlets to do it in case somebody gets it. But I tried to upload some song and it took it off and said you can't do that because Loud owns the rights to that on SoundCloud. But it's for good because it's for piracy. I mean, well, for piracy.
done after I'm over you. Don't push me any further. I'm done after I'm over you. Don't make this any harder. I'm tired of loving you. I'm done of loving you, and this is how it has to be. Here we go. The night is turning low. You hurt me more than ever held me, brought me down. It wasn't to you. Well, I'm done, and now I do other you. This is my final goodbye.
Kim, there you go.
Everybody's live.
Kim, it's
All right,
okay.
everybody's live.
We're
It's
back.
okay. Kim was.
We're live
making
on
sure everybody had
YouTube.
plenty to eat.
Yeah.
There goes Jeff's hand. It's walking the other way.
Jeff.
And then
So just so that everybody really knows what's going on, I am getting a crash course in this. And that's why I've
once
got
we
to
go
turn
back,
this
we'll
off
start it.
because I'm going to go back over here and shut this off.
Once it's done.
There we go. We are there. There we go. Or
There
not.
we go. I love.
Live.
This reminds me of 11th grade football.
Welcome back.
There we go. Welcome back. We are
Welcome
really
back to Electric High Radio Show. We have Laughlin in the house with us, and we have our fan, Jeff Matthias, who drove here. Jeff, we can't hear you. You got to move that mic closer to you.
There you go.
working now?
There you
There
go.
we
You're
go.
welcome.
There we go.
And just wanted to let you know that I'm still getting a crash course on how everything works here because it's a little different than it was last time, which is no big excuse, but we don't really
That
care.
was 45
We-
seconds.
That was? Oh, cool. We want to thank our food provider today, which is Kimmy's Cupcakes.
And it is delicious.
Yeah, Zach, how you
Yes.
liking that third plate?
I love it, and especially she made red velvet for all the red velvet lovers out there. I love red velvet cake, and I love red velvet cupcakes, especially. That's what my groomsman cake was: red velvet cupcakes. Yes,
With guitar
picks.
Oh, too cool.
Ah,
Too cool.
That is
Yeah.
Well,
awesome.
I have a guitar pick initial by every member of the Aaron Hill band.
That is
Ooh.
correct.
So we're standing there playing a song, and I have my pick holder that's on my microphone stand, and Jeff just goes, yeah, I'm gonna take that, and he took one of them. I was like, go for it, Jeff. Like,
Just
I don't
help
mind.
yourself.
And everybody
Oh, yeah.
signed it. And also what I wanted to say is when we were playing both the songs a while ago, we ended up playing two of the Laughlin songs, which were
Summer song.
And Come My Way.
Yes.
So Aaron wanted to ask about each one of those songs
Well, yeah, we
individually.
talked about Come My Way, which is awesome that it was about your sister, and then it evolved into a love song, which is just a really cool thing. And then Summer Song. How can you not just smile when you hear that song? Seriously, it's awesome.
That's
was
like
fun.
that's like kind of like the song of that's kind of been the big song on the album. That one and Run Around have been our big ones, but this has got a great story behind it. Allison came up with the idea. It was kind of like, even when it's hot, when it's cold, it doesn't matter what the temperature is. It doesn't matter what the weather's like. It's always the longing to go to the beach for most people. I know that's the way
Yes.
that I am.
Yes.
Or
Kim's-
just longing for hotter weather.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Even that.
Kim's back there like raising the roof with her hands. You can't see her on camera, but she's back there like, yep, that's what I'm
That's
talking
me.
about.
Well,
And-
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I was going to say, Aaron asked for the cupcakes and she wanted the red velvet, but she wanted chocolate chips in the cupcakes.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
So she made them specifically for Aaron so
That's
that she'd
right.
get what she wanted. But boy, the sandwiches are made into hearts. I mean, goodness gracious, what a
Right.
spread, right?
This is just
Yeah.
it's a great spread.
Well, and Kim made them themed for your song. So
Did you
I
know
know
that?
I did. She told me when I
Yeah.
walked in. It's awesome.
and the fruit is themed for Summer Song.
That's
So
right.
that's really cool that thank you, Kim, that you
Yo,
did that.
when I hear my song play. Yeah, but the
we can't get enough of the
we,
rap.
Did we have another some person in here? I didn't
yeah,
see-
we did.
Where-
Yeah,
where is that guy?
that's the rapper of Laughlin. He only comes out
Oh.
for one song.
Oh,
And every now
and
and then
just
he'll-
for fun radio.
That's
That's
true,
true.
exactly. He showed up for a sec, but yeah, I actually got to give a shout out. We wrote that song. Allison had kind of had the chorus idea. Good buddy of mine, Jared Wallace, if he's listening. Jared, cool story with Jared. Crazy story with Jared. I met Jared when I was at Georgia. Jared was a I was a baseball player. He was actually a cross country runner. Very, very talented at what he did. Well, unfortunately, he got some type of compartment syndrome in his calf. Had to get surgery.
What?
Went haywire. Okay, worst of the worst. They had to take one of his legs off below the knee.
That's
okay.
awful.
Now, I mean, think about how most people would just be like, "I'm done." Like,
but a runner.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Wow.
I'm done. Like this is the worst thing that could ever happen. But the thing about Jared is he's just kind of like, if you know him, he's just a fighter. Well, the guy goes and he's like, I'm not letting this stop me. He goes and gets one of those blades. You seen those?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
blades?
Blade Runner.
Exactly. Yeah, like the little leg blade. Starts training. Makes the U.S. Paralympic team. Now has the world record for the 100-meter sprint.
For
the
that.
fastest
What?
100-meter sprinter in the Paralympics
Incredible.
in the entire world. He's a co-writer on Summer Song, which is so cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
So if he's out there, I know such a good dude, and that's how the song came about. Actually, whenever I said, Allison's got a cool idea. We sat down, we jammed, wrote a bunch of stuff, and then he's the one that came up with the rap idea, we were like, no, and then it just turned into just the coolest part.
that's awesome.
Who is
Well, we
the?
keep getting the good calls, keep coming. And
Yeah,
we're
we
trying
keep
to get-
getting calls,
So,
and we're
Well,
trying to.
let's
I tell you what I'm going to do. Is I'm
Let's
gonna-
call this one back.
Yeah.
That
Let's
just
call him
called.
back.
Yeah.
So who is?
Oh, the
who
number's
is the
restricted?
strength writer between you two?
Absolutely, Miss Allison.
Oh my gosh, Jeff, you just asked a question from my game.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Jeff,
It's okay.
Jeff,
It's
rewind.
okay. So it's
We
totally
do have
okay.
the electric chair still,
I
right?
know we do have an electric. So let's go ahead and play this little game that I have, and it's just like a quick like couples type of like question, you know.
Cool.
And so it has to do with music, and it totally doesn't because
So
those are
I'm
kind of
out.
the most fun. No, you're fine. You get to ask the first
No,
question.
because my couple ain't with me.
No. It's just for them two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Jeff. It's just for Allison and Zach.
We're the
for
special
Laughlin.
guests
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is basically I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and then you just say like if it's Allison, then you say Allison or you say me, and vice versa.
It's
okay.
kind of a speed round,
No,
well-
this one's not the speed round,
I said-
Jeff.
and if you get it wrong, they don't get to the electric chair.
Okay. All right. There we go. That's good. So hopefully you guys will answer
The same.
Correct.
the
Correctly.
same. Yeah, because there really is an electric chair over there. But okay.
I don't even want to ask what the electric chair.
No, literally, it's an
Like,
electric chair.
It
we'll show it
really
to
works.
you. Yeah, we'll show it to you over there
I don't wanna find
after
out.
the
That
show.
sounds
But we
scary.
won't electrocute you.
Okay,
I promise.
thanks.
Jeff was
Yeah.
the one who brought it. Thanks, Jeff.
Scott built it.
So we'll do our game. And so basically one of the first questions was actually who is the one who's the stronger writer?
Absolutely, Allison. Absolutely. She
Aw,
blows me.
she just blushed.
She
and
blows me out of the
smiled.
water. When it's funny, my writing style. I think that I can be. I can be a good writer at times, but I'm just so corny. And Allison's so much more clever than me. It's just
But
Aw.
Corny works a lot.
It
Corny
does.
is,
In country
is
music,
working
you
in
bet.
country music right now. So we
Yeah.
need some of that right now.
Well, okay. So who is the better cook?
Ooh.
I would
I'd
say
say
me.
Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go, there we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's never been my strong suit. I have some like battle wounds from
Oh, dang.
just
From
trying to
those
bake
pans.
cookies. I mean, it's
So
sad.
you're more like a microwave cereal type of
Yeah, or
Serial
just
killer.
eat out.
so
I like the eat out part
Right?
too.
Yeah.
all right,
That's
so who's the better driver?
Ooh, Zach.
Absolutely me.
Oh dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's
Who
some great
has
stories
We won't
there.
go into it. Don't ask.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask, I promise.
Yeah.
I will during the break. And then we'll see if we need to tell the story on air.
That works.
Okay, so who has the better style of the two?
Ooh, me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Oh my
agree.
God, Zach was so hesitant.
I know. He's like, he thinks he has great style, but this is what I'll
She's
say.
really helped my style. though.
Yes,
Yeah.
when we first met,
Oh, that
he
was
a,
real clever how quickly you got that
sweatpants
in there.
polo.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a typical athlete kind of
He-
thing.
Hey,
Exactly.
listen, when I was in college, my freshman and sophomore year of playing soccer, I wore tennis shoes, socks. I mean, I wore like more clothes than tennis shoes and socks. But
Shorts.
I mean, I wore
Shorts and hoodies.
tennis shoes and like shorts or sweatpants and hoodies because I was so
That's all she ever
tired
wore.
all the time. So I didn't care about fashion. I was like, I don't care. So that's how, and when you're on campus, like that's how you know who
That's
the
exactly-
athletes are because they
exactly.
wear full on like whatever your school is, their
Cleats and-
attire. Oh yeah.
Truth, yes.
So and then
Yeah,
let's
they don't
see.
go to class in cleats though, Jeff. I
Yeah.
don't think. Not sure.
They're
but,
not walking on the sidewalks.
try
in
it. I
cleats.
did.
You did?
Those
No, I
three-
said no. I said let's try to break them in. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
yeah.
You gotta stand in the shower when you're breaking
That's right.
in
Yeah.
cleats.
Or
Yep.
walk around the carpet, at the
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've never worn cleats, so I would.
Really? Oh my gosh. Hey,
No,
it's okay.
no sports growing up.
I was a dancer, and then I played volleyball in high school.
She was.
Oh,
She was good.
cool. So let's ask this: who's the most athletic?
Zach.
Me.
That was way
You've
too
been
quick.
winning
that was
every
easy.
I don't
Well,
know.
no, okay, here we go.
Volleyball takes a lot.
Volley-
It does.
Volleyball
It
does.
really does.
And I made varsity as a freshman. We didn't have
Oh,
a JV
nice.
team at the time, but I mean, at least I
You
made
had
the
to say
team.
that.
You didn't have to say that. You're
But
right.
I was
Listen to what
I
Zach
was
said.
captain when I was a senior. Like
Oh,
I
cool.
I developed.
Sounds like you
over
did a
time.
good job.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. Who sings more often, like around the house? Who's just like the out and out, like I'm just singing randomly right now?
Zach.
Yeah.
Zach?
Yes.
I'm always singing. But you know
All
what?
the time.
My go-to is either like crooner music.
Don't joke
You
on
can
the
chew
food
your
there. I mean,
food
you
first.
can
Yeah,
chew
he
your
was singing.
food. I mean, that's the
I was
23rd
in the-
cupcake he's already had.
I was in the middle of a cupcake. But no, yeah.
Now he's drinking punch.
I really, really like,
It's a party.
and I didn't like this, but Allison turned me on to get like, really like Michael Bublé and like
Oh yeah.
Frank Sinatra.
I love some Frank Sinatra.
So I started,
Yeah.
and that's I swear I sing that stuff more around the house, and like that's like using my shower stuff when I sing in the shower. It's like my
the
crooner
acoustics
music.
are really good in there. So it's either Josh Groban, "You Raise Me
Oh,
Up,"
there you
or
go.
the
Great
national
Josh
anthem.
Groban
That's
impression.
what he does. Yeah.
The national anthem.
There is a joke about singing in the shower, and I won't bring it up.
That's good.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jeff.
Thank you,
Don't
Jeff.
break.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Jeff.
Let me go ahead and mute his mic now. No.
All right.
Probably
so
a good idea.
I have another one. Who enjoys the business side of music more?
Ooh.
I would say me.
I think he just happens to do more of the business stuff than I do. But I mean, I think as far as
Enjoying it?
yeah,
neither.
as far as enjoying it, I mean, there's not that much of it that's enjoyable. But I mean,
I
Yeah,
feel
and
ya.
you
Said
can-
that right.
And you can probably contest for that. I mean, the business side is just a necessary, as much as I would love to just be an artist, you can't. I mean, unless you have, a bunch of different parts in there that are willing to help you and be there for you, which is tough to find people that you really trust. You got to do a lot on your own, and that's tough.
Zach
So,
just beats himself up about the business side of it sometimes, which I think is
yeah.
Hey.
which tough.
We
know.
can have a nice long girl chat, Zach, about that.
That's fine.
Zach loves girl talk. I will say that. Oh, he does. Every time we get together with my girlfriends, he tries to ask like, okay, what's the love story? What's going on with
I
you
do.
and
I'm
so and
I am a
so? You know,
sucker
Tell you
for a
what,
love
he-
story and a chick flick. I am. I'm sorry.
Me
Sorry.
too.
He's the smartest guy
Yeah.
I know. Then
Yep.
He's the smartest.
when you sit there and you're in tune to your woman, that's a smart man.
That's true.
that is true.
That's
Allison's
true.
The
trained me
secret to
well.
happy marriage.
Jeff is going to give us an advice column. He's going to do
That's
like a segment for each day. He's going to do
That's right.
relationship advice.
That's my Friday show is supposed to be psychotic episodes, but
Psychotic
they don't like
episode.
the.
Oh, that's funny.
That sounds really good,
Episode.
psychotic
Yeah,
episodes.
there we go.
All right.
Well, so thank you guys because I was on my little short game of,
And that was cool.
between
Love
which
it.
ones. And you guys were the first people to actually get to do that with
Nice.
because
What?
you guys are the first couple that's on here that's married and plays music together. So you
High
guys
five.
just did a lot of firsts and it's so exciting.
It is
It made it good.
Um,
We have a guest that we're going to be calling.
yeah, we're going to call.
Go ahead.
Jeff.
Tell it.
So we have Rowan Robertson, and he is just a longtime musician. He's from England, but he's been here in the United States for a while, and so we're going to give him a call. We have Jacob who sets up some of these phone interviews, and he was like, "Call
Do
this
you know
guy."
who Jacob is?
Not yet.
No,
We'll tell him.
We'll
though.
tell him later.
Let's see.
Let's see
He's
if we
on
get-
West Coast time, so.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello, is this Rowan?
Speaking.
Hey, Rowan, this is Aaron Hill. Yes, from Electric High Radio Show. How are you doing?
I'm good, Aaron.
You are.
Fine, fine. How are you doing?
I am great. You are on the air with us right now.
Cool.
Cool. There, I like that. Cool. So, Jacob told us that we needed to talk to you because you are an awesome guitar player. You've played in a ton of bands. You played in Dio with some Black Sabbath members. Correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you?
Well, I played in the band with Dio, with Ronnie James Dio, who of course was in Black Sabbath.
That's awesome.
And when I was in the lineup, there was also Jens Johansson, who was in Ingve, and he's now Stradivarius, and also Simon Wright, who played with Ronnie right through till the end. He, of course, was in UFO and AC/DC.
Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. And you have always been the lead guitar player or rhythm guitar or both?
Both.
Both. That's awesome. And what's your favorite kind of music to play?
I always say there's two types of music, good and bad.
Two types of music, good and bad. Hey.
Good and bad.
So which one do you play?
Yeah, which one do you like?
Oh, the good kind on a good day.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, you
Who's
know
your
what?
biggest influences?
I'm sorry?
Who is your biggest influences in music?
Oh, biggest influences. Well, the first music I would have gotten into was my parents' Beatles albums, and then Jimi Hendrix, and then
There we go.
Queen, AC/DC. Then I started to get into hard rock with AC/DC. And then I got into bands like Anthrax and Megadeth, and then a lot of the guys, the Shredder guys, of course. Before that, Eddie Van Halen and all
There we
those
go.
guys, and then
You recognize
and
a
then
few.
later. I'm sorry.
Erin's recognizing a few of
Oh,
the
yeah.
names. She's a little younger than you, I think. I'm
This
not
is
sure.
this is my dad that's talking to you right now. My dad is the old part of the show and I'm the new.
Yeah, I'm the old guy.
Oh,
And I'm probably a little older than you there, bud.
Oh yeah,
A little
Well,
bit.
well,
Not much.
we were there to see all the great bands. so-
Absolutely. That's how I look at it today. Saw all the good stuff as we were going up, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
And so Rowan, who are you playing with now?
Well, I've become a member of Bang Tango for about a year now, and we got some upcoming shows. We've got 3 dates coming up. We're playing in September. We're doing the Union Station in Colorado Springs, Colorado on the 10th, and then Denver, Colorado on the 11th, and then we're in Salt Lake on the 12th. So just,
Right.
just 3
Been
days
there.
in
Been there a
September.
few times at Salt Lake.
We're
Yeah.
loving your accent. It's awesome.
I'm loving it. It's
Well,
awesome.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and where are you from in England?
I'm originally from Bedford in England, and I grew up in Cambridge,
Nice.
which is all down in the south by London, near London.
So you're probably, I mean, that's probably why you said too that Jimi Hendrix was one of your influences, is that if you're from London, that's where people discovered Jimi Hendrix. He started
Yeah,
out
he was-
in London before he ever came back here to the United States.
Spent a lot of time
That's
there.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
And his awesome
yeah.
studio was in there too, wasn't it? I think it was in London.
Yeah, it was. No, his studio, Electric Leyland, was in New York.
Oh man, I got that wrong. Bummer.
Yeah.
I'm
Electric
glad there
chair.
wasn't a test.
Electric chair.
we have an electric chair actually in studio, and it works.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so we say that if anybody gets anything
Oh.
wrong, then we got to go sit in the electric chair. But we avoid
Right, I'll
it. I avoid it.
Okay. I'll stick to the phone interviews then.
You
Oh,
have a wide range of genres that have influenced you.
Yeah.
I mean, they go
Yes,
from
yes.
Anthrax and Hendrix, and that's
Well,
that's a lot of decades there.
Yeah. Well, after that, in my 20s, I got back into the 70s music. Like Epps and old Sabbath, and then through that, I got into all the old blues stuff. From hearing what Robert Plant and all those guys listen to, all the old Delta blues, and just a real student of music. Digging back and getting into all kinds of music.
I think that makes the best entertainer is ones that enjoy and can relate and research old music.
That is true, though.
There's so much.
It really makes a true entertainer, true artist.
Well, Rowan, we're going to
You
tell
gotta-
everybody to check out your band. Do you guys have a Facebook page, a website, anything like that, so that they can go check it out? And if they're in Colorado or Utah, so they can go see you guys play in September.
Yeah, well, they can visit the Bang Tango Facebook page, and I've also been a member for a long time with the Duncan brothers, Jeff Duncan, Sean Duncan, and Matt Duncan. We have a band called DC4, and I've been a long time member with those guys, and so we're planning on doing some more stuff for an album before too long. But Jeff Duncan, the singer, he's an Armored Saint, and they're out at the moment. And Sean Duncan is with Bullet Boys, playing drumming for them at the moment. So they're kind of busy at the moment as well. And I'm out here, happy enough to say I'm out here in Vegas doing the Rock Vault. I've done a week of gigs with Raiding the Rock Vault, which is going fantastic.
Oh,
Sounds
yeah.
like you're still rocking and rolling, brother.
That's awesome.
Thanks,
Well,
brother. Thanks, brother.
We're going to put all of your stuff on our Facebook page so that they can find your bands, Bang Tango and DC4, and put a little bit of a Dio out there so they can see what you did, back in the 90s. So,
thank you
so
so
yeah,
much
thank
for
you
being
so much,
available.
Rowan, for talking to us.
Appreciate you guys checking in on me, and have a great night.
You
Great.
too.
You
Appreciate
too,
it.
sir.
All right.
That was cool though.
Yes, it was.
Last week we actually called someone that was in Canada, and so we had like a huge issue like with the calling because we didn't know they were in Canada until we talked to him. He's like, hey, and I was like, you are from
You
Canada.
had lots of A's.
Yes, but so it's cool that we're talking to people from all different countries. But what were you about to say?
Well,
that you
what
want them to play?
I want them to play.
I want them to play
So that's
too.
what I
Let's do
want.
it.
And then we're
Amen
gonna
there.
Yes.
turn them on.
All right.
So tell us what song you guys are going to play, and tell us a little bit about that song, and if you wrote it, if it's a cover. She's like, what song you want to play?
So he just mouthed at me that we're gonna play Boomerang.
Cool.
So this one really just I kind of wrote this one about actually a prior relationship and jumping back and forth into the relationship and back out, and it's just kind of comparing it to a boomerang. It's kind of self-explanatory, I guess.
Hey, that's good.
Hey, it
though.
makes a cool song,
You know
so.
what's crazy though is a lot of people don't like. I think I've played with a boomerang like once. You know
I've
what I
never
mean?
played with one.
Really? But everybody knows
Except for
what it
the
is.
relationship boomerang.
I see what you did there,
Yeah,
Allison.
Zach, I'm going to turn you on here to make sure.
Yeah. And also, guys, just to let you know too, Laughlin has a Periscope, and we have a Periscope,
Mhm.
and
I don't even have a submarine. How'd I get a Periscope?
And Just for Fun Radio has a Periscope, and so we're gonna do. I think we're on Periscope with yours
We are,
right now.
Yeah, I think it's
Live.
Yep. So,
Everybody wave. Ah!
so
That's
go.
you too, Zach. You're supposed to go crazy. Yeah.
So go on to Laughlin's Periscope and check it out because they're about to play this. I said they're about to play this song live right here at Boomerang.
All right.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. You said goodbye. Lord knows I've tried every way to get over you. Come so far, but I know what you're about to do. You pull me in so close, toss me to the wind, leave me so alone, draw me back again. Tell myself that I should go. Every time you throw me away, something keeps me turning back like boomerang, ring, boomerang, ring, boomerang, ring, boomerang, ring. I'm caught up in your vicious whirlwind. I'm helpless to your games. It's too late to put up a fight. I can't be saved. You pull me in so close, toss me to the wind, leave me so alone, draw me back again. Tell myself that I should go. Every time you throw me away, something keeps me turning back like boomerang, ring, boomerang, ring, boomerang, ring, boomerang, ring. Heart is just an object in your head.
mercy of your every whim. Tell myself that I should go. Every time you throw me away, something keeps me turning back like boomerang, rain, boomerang, rain. Boomerang, rain, boomerang, rain. Boomerang, rain, boomerang, rain. Boomerang, rain, boomerang, rain. Yeah, like a boomerang. Boomerang, boomerang. Yeah, you treat me like a boomerang.
Oh, here we go. My mic's back on. That was so good.
Thank you.
And I accept the downfall of the harmony mix there, considering I was pushing the wrong button. But I got
Yeah,
it
you were
right
hitting
before the
3,
end.
weren't you?
Yeah, I just, they were like backwards, but it's okay.
someone's
what a
calling
beautiful
us.
song. Let's see who this
Yeah,
is.
that was so good.
Hello there. You're on the radio with Laughlin on Electric High Radio.
Awesome. Man, I tell you what, these are the greatest young people playing music right now today.
Okay,
All
how are you
around,
related to
love
them?
Yeah, who is this?
How are you related to them? I know
I'm
it.
there's no relation at all. I'm just a big fan.
Big
fan.
Well,
Well,
see,
wait.
that's a
Yeah,
relationship.
let them know who you are. What's your name?
I'm the check guy.
Oh, yeah.
The check guy. Yeah.
You guys know him?
He helps
We
us
do.
do our sound checks.
There you go,
Oh,
the check.
cool.
Well, we could have used you a couple of seconds ago when they first started.
I know.
Because somebody
Check,
didn't
check.
do it right.
Check.
But you're right. We really enjoyed them being here, and I was ready to start
Talented.
singing
Hey,
with them.
Very talented young people and fantastic people, and we just enjoy hanging around them, and their music is fantastic, and they have a great future ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. We love you too.
Yeah, we don't know you, and we love you. You know,
Yeah, we don't know you, but we
And
love
can I just ask you one question?
Yes, sure.
How much do we have to pay you to call in the radio stations next time we're on a radio station to say how wonderful the Aaron Hill Band is,
Right.
how wonderful that young
Hey,
girl is, and she played
Hey,
soccer and she's a musician.
I pay to see these people because they're fantastic, and I bring other people around them because there's a future there for them, and
Absolutely.
and I'm going to be there for them all the way, and a bunch of our friends and their family and everything. We believe in them. They're fantastic. They're talented. They're intelligent. They're amazing. They're beautiful, and we're just happy to be a part of their journey to success.
Well, let me tell you, I've got to go get a Kleenex because Allison's over here about
I
ready
know.
to cry.
I'm like crying
And,
over here.
you know, and I just want to say one thing. We pick the guests ourselves who come on the show, and the very first people that we thought about having on this show
was
Laughlin.
Yeah.
Not only because they're good people, but because as musicians, there's a big ego problem sometimes. And when we played with them in Phoenix City, it was like brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
They needed a little longer on the stage. We didn't care. We let them get their thing done. We did our thing, and they treated us like family. So that was the reason we want. And we're going to have them back often. We're going to try to have them
Oh,
here
yeah.
about once every 6 weeks so
Good.
that they can help the station grow and help the show grow.
Absolutely, man.
And
we
they're
can
going to
help
send
them
people
grow.
our way, and they'll
Bring
help
'em
us
on.
grow. Yeah. And
Good.
you know, if there's somebody out there, if you can put on your page right now, tell them to tune in
Yeah.
because they can
I
ask
will.
a question or they can
tell you
call
what,
in.
I got snapper and chicken on the grill right now, and it's about to burn. So I got.
Wait,
I gotta
what's
go.
your address?
Why aren't you here?
What's your
with us?
address?
You should be
Bye,
cooking with
Tim.
us.
Go cook.
What's that?
I said, bye, Tim. Go cook.
Oh, hey, I'm cooking. Yeah, good snapper, red
King of the
snapper, red
grill.
in the Gulf.
Yum.
Love you guys. Appreciate
Love
y'all
you
so
too.
much.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
Now, I wanted to say too that that all of you guys that are at home, I hope that you fully enjoyed that song because being in the studio listening to the song that Laughlin just played was just cool.
It was really
It was
nice.
a good song. Y'all's
Yay.
harmonies were great. It was just awesome. That's seriously the best part about this show. And this is our third show, but the best part is the live music and having the bands that come in. Our first band that we had was My Rebel episode, and it was just awesome.
They were really good.
And they
too.
played a brand new song for us, so that was cool.
Some good rockin' music.
Yeah, and so I just want to thank you guys for
You bet.
being on here and playing and just seriously being so much fun because you guys are a blast to have on here.
Well,
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
when Erin was coming up, I always told her that if you can't play it on your acoustic guitar, and feel it and sing it and play it, probably ain't much of a
No,
song.
that's what I told you when you were growing up.
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, it was the other way
That's true.
around.
Yeah.
Come on, get your story
Do
straight.
you know what I would give to swap places with somebody's age? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, would I have a good time? But
Then your wife would be a cougar.
uh-oh.
She's like, "That's fine with me."
Okay, okay.
See, if you're younger, yeah.
Thanks.
You get it?
I get it. I get it. She always tells everybody I have OLD.
No, that's what your doctor said.
No, that's what you started
What is
saying.
OLD?
Old.
Oh.
Oh, I get it.
You
now.
did graduate from what college? Not yet.
I just never mind.
Well, speaking of college, because you guys are the dogs, I had to bring this up too, that today
Yeah.
is National Dog Day
That is
and
true.
or International Dog, whichever one, but it's all about dogs today. So for me, even though my dogs can't hear, I love Izzy and Duke. Yay!
Oh, sweet.
It is. And we love dogs. We love animals in general. Yeah. And of course, the Georgia Bulldogs, you know,
Yep.
big Bulldog fans. But we actually did. We were telling you guys, in college, we, you know, when we weren't playing, you know, writing music, we were we actually raised guide dogs. And in college, Georgia's a big campus for raising dogs for the blind. And what you do is you pretty much just take them everywhere you go. And that in restaurants, games, you know, your classes, and then you know, you keep them for about a year, and then unfortunately you got to give them back. So we
That's
did
so sad.
2, and we had to give them both back. But it was that was rough. Allison was in pretty rough shape
I was
after
in
giving
rough
Harry back.
because he came with me everywhere. Our
There-
first
there's-
dog.
There's
Harry,
a song
yeah.
there.
Yeah, there's a
There's
song
a song
there for
there.
sure.
There really
I
is.
think I couldn't get through it. I would cry. I'm like about to cry now just thinking about it.
Oh no, don't cry.
I know. I miss him. He's the best dog.
He was an awesome dog.
He was great. When I gave him back, I think I almost like hyperventilated. The lady was like, "Are you going to be okay?" I was like, "Doesn't everyone react this way when they have to get their dog back?"
Right? For real. Because
Like
you
I
feel
thought
like
it was
it's your
totally
dog.
normal. Yeah. So I'm like sitting there bawling, like
Family.
being like really open about it, and she's like, "Are you okay? Are you all right? Are you gonna survive?" I'm like, "No."
And she's like expecting, well, because everybody does that, you know, in her world, everyone takes a dog for a year and then gives him back. I need a guide dog for my dog because
Oh,
he is
yeah.
blind.
For little Duke. Yeah, he is blind.
He's a happy
Oh.
dog though. It's okay.
He is happy. He's one of the happiest dogs I've ever seen.
He is. And he's honestly, he's such an inspiration to just be happy all the time, which perfectly segue. It's that Catholic school
Segues.
education.
Gets us to the next level. is a
Yeah,
good way to put that.
takes us to the it's a good transition. There we
That's
go.
very
There we
nice.
good. So even
Better
though I
word.
stumbled over 8 words just then, but it's a good transition into inspirations for writing songs. I know that Allison, you're the bigger writer of the group. But
Wow, that
what's
sounded
your-
cold-hearted.
no,
that's
they
truth.
admitted it. They admitted it. Yeah.
That's so true.
It's just, you know, I'm just going off what they say. Hey,
Uh-huh,
man,
I hear
hey, don't throw me under the
Zach,
bus.
Zach does do a little bit. I promise. He carries.
I
a
know he
guitar.
does.
He carries a guitar.
I do, yeah, and we some of the songs I've written have started from riffs and licks that I've written or been playing, and Allison's like, oh, play that again, and then of course I would always add my 2 cents in, you know, here and there, but
Yeah.
no doubt, I mean, this is definitely a group effort, but she's just very good at what she does.
And
So-
what's the inspiration for it? You know, where do you, I know you said one was from your sister, one was like, I wish it was hot outside right now.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's as simple as that. Sometimes it'll be, I mean, like Run Around, for example, he was just playing a chord on a guitar, like a progression. And I just was hearing run around. It's like I just like heard it in my head. And when I thought back on it later, it was, you know, that day on the phone at work, someone had said, I feel like everybody here is just giving me the runaround.
Oh,
And I was like,
dang.
oh. And so it just kind of like came up later. So I think it's sometimes I don't even know what the inspiration is. It just kind of like pops in my head. Then I had to really think back, where did that come from?
That's
you know,
awesome.
I know
I
that-
think it works out better when I sit down without having too much of a plan. Because if I think
Yes.
too much about it, which is what we were talking about before,
Yep.
when I sit down and I try to write a certain song that fits a certain genre or is at a certain tempo, I just can't.
I feel
You
you.
gotta feel it. There are other members in your band,
They are.
and I would love to hear about the other members. And I know you'd like to tell us about them.
Yeah. You know, I have to start with the guy that's really a rock in our group, and that is Mr. Cal Brasky. And Cal is unreal. And the cool thing about our band is that you know, they all come from different backgrounds and genres of music. So with Allison and I, we're both very, we do have a very solid country, solid, Southern rock kind of
Flavor.
background flavor. But you know what? Like somebody like Cal is an unbelievable guitar player and comes from more of a hard metal background, which is funny because you would never think you would see a metal player in a country band. But when we reached out to Cal, when we were starting this whole thing, I said, he's the best guitar player I know. And Cal's from Columbus as well.
Absolutely.
And Cal, it's funny how I actually figured out he could play guitar because he played baseball with me in high school at Columbus High. And Coach Howard, our coach, was big about like, being versatile, being good at more than one thing, trying to like say, look, baseball is going to end for every, sometime for everybody, find something else. And he made Cal come in and play guitar in the locker room for all the guys on the team. And I think he came in and actually played "Sweet Child of Mine," which
Really?
we do cover every now and then.
Yeah, we heard y'all play. That was great.
And he does, and it's cool. And he's just as much of though as a front man of the band too. I mean, he's just so good with people. He's so good with.
I like how he dresses.
And he does. He's got good style.
He does.
Big shout out
Great
to
style.
that shout out goes to Miss Braden Mount, who is completely changed his style.
She even got him in some boots. They're not cowboy boots.
I
yet,
wish you
but
could see the
they're-
picture the
they're
first
boots,
time that
so
we
they're
played
close.
with Cal, and we played with Cal in college with just three of us, and he was like, acoustic, and Cal was wearing what khaki pants and
Khaki
and a-
shorts, tennis shoes,
and an
and a
Atlanta
Brave
Brave
shirt.
shirt. And if
Playing.
he's probably listening right
Yeah.
now and be like, "Gosh, you busted me out."
Well, and the funny thing about Cal too is that we were at your CD release party or concert,
Yeah.
and his dad came up to us and was like, "Hey, I met you guys before, and you guys met my son before." And we had actually met at the tavern at one of our shows.
Oh, cool.
No
And
way.
yeah, and so, but I had no idea. Like, we didn't remember each other really, but then it was like we put two and two together, and it was like, oh yeah, hey, wait, we've met before.
And
Speaking of that-
somebody's mom is good friends with a friend of mine from Columbus, Bubba,
Oh,
who's the singer, keyboard player, and guitar player with John J. Hooker.
It might be my mom.
It's your mom.
Yeah,
baby.
it might be probably maybe my mom.
Somebody's
Yeah.
mom. We don't know
Somebody-
who it is.
And I'm like,
I don't know.
Stacy's
it's a
mom.
small little world.
Got
you
it
know?
Got going on.
Got it going on.
Well, it's a really cool story. Side note, and this is such a good story, and I'm going to tell it.
I was about to tell it, but you go ahead.
So Cal,
I guess so.
Cal Brasky again is the lead guitar player in Laughlin, and Cal's from Columbus. His family's from Columbus. Cal's mom is also from Columbus, and my dad was born and raised in Columbus as well. The night of the CD release party show, we're eating a pre-show dinner at the Loft downtown Columbus. And we're sitting down. We got everybody's families there, all the band's families there, people that have had influence on our musical career. Well, coincidentally, Cal's mom, my dad,
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
there it is.
There
What
it
is he doing over there?
Well, I was trying to.
There we go. He's
transfer,
beatboxing.
But let me just stop for a minute. I don't know how do I.
Hey,
cut
Scotty,
that?
you want to help us out with this? It's
There we
playing
go.
over our
It's
headphones.
playing over our headphones.
It's playing on our headphones.
Well, I tried to stop.
He's trying, but he for some reason can't. Sorry, guys.
Aaron, you sound great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I was getting it queued up, ready to go, and it just jumped right out. There you go. There we
There we go. We muted it.
There we
Perfect.
go.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I did that on purpose.
Story.
Okay.
Side note. Here we go.
So we're sitting at the Loft, Allison, Cal's mom, my dad sitting right next to each other. Cal's mom turns to my dad and says, "Did you look really familiar?" She's of course she knew my dad from the of course us being in the same band, but she said, "Did you go to Bibb City Elementary?" And my dad goes, "Yeah." "Did you go to Bibb City Elementary?" And she goes, "I did." And she said, I was, so and so maiden name.
Yeah.
And my dad goes, like his jaw just drops. So side story to this story, growing up, my dad used to tell us a story about how he won the 6th grade talent show singing to his girlfriend.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. For years, he would be like, "Yo, you learn how to sing because I won the talent show, singing to my girlfriend." Turns out the girl, Cal's mom.
Oh my gosh.
This is kind of strange.
This
It
is awesome.
was.
Strange.
So it was like the biggest, like craziest story. And me and Cal were like so pumped. We were almost brothers, man. So it was kind of like the big story. We were, it's such a coincidence. My dad told that story all the time, and it ended up being Cal's mom. It was funny.
That's
So is that
such
why you're a
small
good
world.
singer? Is that why you're a good singer? Got it from dad?
I don't know. I think more my mom. My mom's got more rhythm than my dad.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, if you're listening, I
Yeah,
feel
for
for you. I feel for you.
real.
Just,
I love my dad.
Yeah,
He
I
taught
can
me how to
tell.
change a carburetor and,
Yeah.
and change the oil. He's a car guy, so
Yeah,
he
but
taught me a lot of things.
Cars don't have carburetors
That's-
anymore.
That's
so-
true. The fuel injection.
Yeah, I mean, golly, poor dad. Hey, I'm sorry, sir. I really am. I like your mom and everything.
Sir, he's probably younger than you.
Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. See in the back in the peanut gallery.
Yeah,
they're
Jeff
talking
back there
about
goes,
it.
Yeah.
everybody's
Yeah, ain't that good
younger.
than you. Well, listen, we're gonna break away and go to a commercial and come right
Yeah.
back in just a little bit. We will put this thing together. Hopefully, I'll get it going the right way. We'll see.
We'll see.
There we go.
We're hoping
Let's
for it.
see.
And then we actually have a caller to call as well.
two.
Yeah, after. So I think we're still on you. What? I think we're still on YouTube. Hold on.
Yep, we're still gonna go on YouTube. Right here.
Everything's going good.
No, we gotta.
We're
get
still on YouTube, but we just have
It
to.
worked.
They're listening to us on YouTube.
Yeah, they were like.
Yeah, they're still
Yeah.
listening to us on YouTube.
I
really-
You gotta remember.
That was it.
Yeah.
You got to move it.
Yeah, I gotta restart it.
You got a mouse trackball over there.
You don't know what he's doing on this computer.
Let me just get it for you, sir.
Just do it for me so I don't look so bad. You know?
I do have one
Makes it
complaint,
easy.
like I'll show.
Oh God.
Wait, hold on. Let it. Wait. Just a second. Let's.
You them all?
No, we're not. Let me figure it. Let's figure this out.
Okay, but I'm not.
Love me like you should. Treat me like you would. If I was someone else, if my name was something else, we can lose that sense of love when we see each other every single day. In every single way. So don't lose the faith and don't push me away. My love for you is there. I'm sorry if I don't always show that I trust you with my heart, and I trust you with my soul. This love is pure, I know. This love is pure, I know. I said some harsh things. The truth won't back away. But I know you. And I know you know me. So don't lose the faith. And don't push me away. My love for you is there. I'm sorry if I don't always show that I care. I love you. Everything we've ever done is worth the risk to get from where we came from. Love isn't some easy, unburdened path. It's some mistakes, tears, hearts broken like glass. And now I know that everything we've ever done is worth the risk to get from where we came from. Love isn't some easy, unburdened path. It's some
Or we could do a cover.
You could wait.
That is true.
Hey, we're
You
back.
know they can hear you. There you go. They can
We're
hear us
back.
now.
Because I went ahead and kicked it back on.
You're a good
Since
man.
we was hurrying.
They
Yeah,
can hear us
just
on
all you gotta do is
YouTube,
just- Yep, press that and we can.
but not on the radio side.
It'll stay on. Yeah, it'll stay on. But you don't have to. You can just start. Don't have to start it now. You can
Smells
start
good
it
in
now.
here too. Smells like fruit.
It does. Smells great.
Oh, maybe if it is, it's 1989. My password's 1989. The year I was born.
You got 40 seconds there.
Do what?
Okay, talk about feeling.
Do you want to do?
Okay, Doc.
Actually, you know what? Let's do. We'll do a cover.
Yeah, they run
We can do a
a
cover.
You're live right this second on YouTube. So we're
Hey, YouTubers out there.
want to say hello to everybody while Erin's making her way back around by the food.
Hey, YouTube.
Erin's headed back over there by those heart sandwiches, so you never know what's going to happen with those things.
YouTube is great. I spent did a lot of YouTube in my days. You know, I spent hours on YouTube watching funny videos.
Me too. We're gonna be heading back on here in just a second.
You know, just unplug it.
For those of you guys that are
I'm so
watching on
not
YouTube,
graceful.
we're gonna do another
Yeah.
song with Laughlin,
I know.
and they're gonna
I
perform
can hop, I
again.
just can't do anything
And
else.
Erin doesn't realize she's still on the air, but that's okay.
I
There
was just
she is.
saying how graceful I was not.
There you go. Here we go. We are ready.
There we go.
There we go. We're
Good
on
math
now,
guitar,
right,
babe.
Scotty? I did it
He just
again.
did it again.
Golly, I did it again. It's terrible.
Welcome to Electric High Radio Show. We're back live on the air. Just to let you guys know.
On the air.
Put your
They're on the
hands in
air.
the
So
air.
I am Erin Hill, and this is my dad right here. We're co-hosts of Electric High Radio on Just for Fun, and we are super excited. Just in case they're tuning in, we want to make sure that they know who you guys are.
Cool.
We have Laughlin in the house with
Yep.
us right now.
The beautiful
Woohoo.
Allison
Yep.
and the handsome debonair baseball player.
Ooh, nice. You should
man.
come to
You
all
are
my
better
shows.
intro than
Introduce
me.
us.
That was good.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me know.
Yeah.
And
Ladies.
so, just to let you guys know as well, they are married and they play music together, and that is just amazing to me. And so, we also have Jeff in the house. If you guys were wondering, he's waving to YouTube right now. And Jeff Matthias is one of our good fan friends, and the biggest stalker.
There
Biggest
you go.
stalker. And then we also have Scotty, DJ Scotty over there in the background. He's the boss and the founder and the
And
the
better
brain,
board operator.
the better engineer.
There you
Yes.
go.
And so, but Laughlin right now is going to play us another song. And what song are you guys going to play? And give us a little background.
Well, we were thinking about giving you guys a little bit of a cover. We were thinking about maybe seeing, you know, what a show would be like. You know, we have a lot of our music. We have a bunch of our original songs. But you know, we do like to play very upbeat, fun songs. You know, especially people that you know might not know our music can relate to. So I think we're gonna give them a little bit of a cover.
Awesome.
Sounds good. What
That
are
we
you
played.
picking?
We're gonna play a good old duet that you might hear on the radio. All you country music lovers out there. Can you?
And can you see Kim? She's cheering in the background.
This one was actually done by Keith Urban and Miss Miranda Lambert. This
wait,
one,
I love this song.
Oh, yay.
this
All right.
one is
Good, it's
called
one you know.
We Were Us.
Oh, that was so cute. You said it at the same time.
Review crosses, railroad ties, old Hail Marys, Friday night, heartbeat baby, low beam light. God, I miss when you were mine. Back when that song was song I could sing along with, thinking about you every time it came on. Every beat, every line, every word, every time. When a road was a road I could run through with, wishing that it just it was you. Money was gas, dreams were dust, love was fast, and we were us.
Shotgun sunset, it's a cool me kiss. It's a backseat promise, it's breaking it. It's a floorboard feeling, it's a county lines. It's a God I miss when you were mine. Back when that song was song I could sing along with, thinking about you every time it came on. Every beat, every line, every word, every time. When a road was a road I could run through with, wishing that it just it was you. Money was gas, dreams were dust, love was fast, and we were a sleepy town, jumping in. Far too young to know the summer's in. We can't go back, it's what it is. But God, I miss back when that song was song I could sing along with, thinking about you every time it came on. Every beat, every line, every word, every time. When a road was a road I could go on through it, wishing that it just it was you. Money was gas, dreams were dust, love was fast, and we were up. Every beat, every line, every word, every single time. Yeah, yeah, I miss you, baby. When I close my eyes in the riding shotgun, you and me, baby, all night
I miss you, baby. I miss you, baby. I can feel your heartbeat.
Back when that song was song I could sing along with, thinking about you every time it came on. Every beat, every line, every word, every time. When a road was a road I could run through it, wishing that it just it was you. Money was gas, dreams were dust, love was fast, and we were us.
Ah, that was so good.
Excellent.
That was so good.
It was funny. The best part of the song, besides you, the way you sounded and the way you're singing, was watching Jeff. Jeff was watching these two guys, and he started when you started that last line, and y'all were doing the harmonies. And Jeff was just like, "Wow, look at that."
Impossible, seriously. I mean, her voice.
Oh wait, hold on. Okay, there we go.
You just don't see that voice coming out of her.
What?
Him, I kind of pictured that voice coming out of him. He just has that look.
You have that look.
It was amazing. I mean, just the harmonies were perfect.
There you go.
Amazing.
There you go.
That's pretty awesome, though. I love that song. That's
it's a
fun.
great one.
Yeah,
It's so fun. We love playing it live.
well, and I mean Miranda Lambert and Keith Urban. You know,
Can't get any better than that.
Right?
Best guitar
And
player
I
in
liked your
country
little-
music, probably.
Absolutely.
I liked your little like oohs. You know, at the I don't like,
yeah.
you know, because those were total. I was like, oh, Keith Urban right there. Like
That's-
that was just really good.
That is.
Yeah,
That's
that right
that's
there.
the Keith Urban vowel. He only falsettos in the ooh vowel, if you ever noticed.
That's so true,
Yeah.
though.
That's because he's
It's so true.
Australian.
That's true. He-
Right. You know,
Right.
you can't say it the other way. Right.
That's right.
Right.
That's awesome, though.
Serious.
He's really good. So I wanted, though, to get into talking about recording and writing. Well, not so much writing, I guess, because we've kind of covered that, but the recording part of it. How was recording this album for you? This debut album that you guys had?
It was an experience. You know, we really kind of put it together over a couple of years. The first time we ever went and recorded, so when we first started out, we started opening for a guy named Scott Brantley, and he let us kind of follow him around for a year and a half, and we just opened for him everywhere he went. And obviously, you know, he couldn't pay us for doing that, so he felt like he owed it to us to take us to the studio and help us record a song.
Oh, wow.
So he took us
Wow.
up to Nashville, paid for our first song, and then our parents kicked in for
Parents,
the
what are they
second
good
one.
for?
So we got
That's
to
right.
record 2 songs, and once we got the bug, we were like wanted to record more. So we kept writing, and over time, we got to kind of record the rest of the album. And then when we got hooked up with Loud, we got to raise some more money. We finally got to get with the producers. So Summer Song and Runaround we did in Buford. All the other ones we did in Nashville. Those two we had produced by Dan Hannon.
Oh yeah,
Buford.
Dan's awesome.
Who is
He's
the
amazing.
man, by the way.
Yeah, we've met him. He's a nice,
Well,
nice guy.
How about you guys tell everybody about Loud and what Loud is?
Loud is we got to give a huge shout out to Loud. Sam Tesh and Joey V and Chad and Ryan and Damon, all the guys over there at Loud. They have done so much for us. We do owe them a lot for what they've done. When we were, this music thing really wasn't really that of a priority. It was kind of a hobby. We both had full-time jobs. We were both very career focused. I was teaching school, and Allison was working at Liberty Mutual, and she was moving up very fast. And then Loud came along, and they kind of plucked us out and said, look, we see talent here and we believe in you guys. And I think that there's something here. And after that, crazy things started happening. And so what Loud was a kind of like a crowdfunding type of business. And what it was, but it was different. A lot of people are familiar with Kickstarter where people give donations,
Right.
but Loud was different. Loud was it was a way to give money, but it was investing. It wasn't donating. So in Georgia, the laws allowed for people to invest, because I think there's some pretty big investment laws where if you're like, under
Your net worth has to be over
$1 million
in order to invest.
Well, in Georgia's the only state that's not like that. So it was cool. It was very unique. So we raised $20,000.
Sweet.
Our fans and our family, our friends just really came together and really supported us. We raised 20 grand. And of course, all the cool thing is now the back end to them is when our album sells. So they have the incentive to tell their friends about it, because every album sell that makes, our fans get 50%. So we disperse it back to them for 1 year. So it's really cool because Loud, to think outside the box and try to change it up, because everybody's is caught into the thing of iTunes, and where that's really the only distribution that you can really think. So they kind of change it up. But yeah, Loud's definitely changed their platform a little bit now. Now it's more app based, and it's more of a representative type of business where people can rep your music and make money by telling other people about your music. So it's pretty cool.
That sounds awesome. Well, and I wanted
Go ahead.
And so I wanted to say too, though, that I was talking to Joey V one time when I actually met him, and he gave you an amazing compliment, Allison. He was like, man, if you're gonna co-write with anyone, go co-write with Allison, because she is a great writer. And so I wanted to let you know that he said that.
That's so sweet. Oh,
Yeah, he didn't say anything about you, Zach.
No.
Told him to keep you at home.
He said Zach.
Only Allison.
He said
That's really sweet, because I've had some major writer's block here lately. So
Really?
Hey, it happens.
maybe it'll come through.
Well, before we go any further, a while ago I asked about your members of your band, and we got to the guitar player.
yes.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
know there's
We'll
two more
finish that,
members.
yeah.
We want to make sure that we recognize them because they work mighty hard
Oh,
on
they
that
do.
stage.
Oh, they do. I guess the next shout out I have to give out, it would be our bass player, and that would be Mr. TJ Merritt. TJ comes from San Diego, California. Cool way we met TJ is through our drummer, whose name's Jeff Mills. Jeff is an incredible drummer. Jeff comes from Louisiana. Jeff
has a beautiful drum set.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, he does.
He does.
Jeff is a monster. Jeff is the guy that played on Bourbon Street for years. And you know what's cool about Jeff is Jeff was introduced to us through Dan. Dan, if for those of you who don't know Dan Hannon out there that are listening, Dan used to be part of a band in the 90s called King Conga.
Yeah.
And he will not own up to it, but he know, and we always used to talk to him about it. But Jeff was his drummer. They went to school together, and Jeff, they both were drum majors. That was their they went to school for percussion, and they were at Southern Miss. And Jeff moved to Lawrenceville, and we were in the search of a new drummer, and Dan's like, Jeff Mills is a monster. You got to find him. And it's been unbelievable since then. And he introduced us to TJ, and TJ, the bass player that stepped in, and TJ is cool because TJ is a funk jazzy player on the bass. So it's different because you think about taking that and spicing up country music with a little bit of funk play. He slaps a lot, and it's really cool to hear that. Slap of the bass.
Literally slapping the bass.
And he's so good, and he's just, we do have a great dynamic with the band right now. We have wonderful guys, not just great musicians, but wonderful people. and they really, really do just back us up on a nightly basis. And we cannot thank those people enough for those guys for being there for us and really just pouring their heart and their time into what we have envisioned for the future.
Well, I know this is not on our regular list of questions, but I have one for each of you. It's the same question. Best experience, worst experience at a show. Don't have to name the place. What happened? Sound system go out, guitars go out. What is it? It's always something that, you go to a place and the venue comes out just perfect. Like Phoenix City. What a great time we had. Everything was perfect. Food, fun. Everything was good.
I'll talk about my worst experience.
There we go. That's what I want to hear.
We played a festival one time. This was a few months ago. And, we run in-ears. And I love my ears, my personal ears as well, but also, the ones that I
in-ear monitors.
Yeah, in-ear monitors.
Yes, in-ear monitors.
Yeah. So we were in the middle of a show, and I guess the way the mix was in the ears, they were clipping, so they were just going away. Well, eventually they just went away. I couldn't hear anything. And so for those musicians out there, if you cannot hear yourself, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, buddy.
Especially when you're trying to sing harmony.
Yeah, buddy.
And try to sing and play guitar. That was rough and it's funny because we ended up having a decent show. We've been playing we've done this. We played together so long and sang together for so long that it actually ended up being okay because it's like it's muscle memory.
Sure.
There, I took them out and I was like, just the mains, I was okay, but that was pretty rough. I don't know. What about you, Allison? Can you think of one?
Like a hotel room that was horrible, or food was nasty, whatever.
I will say and I guess I shouldn't say the place, but
no, I shouldn't say the place. No,
we were somewhere recently, and being the only girl in the band, I think it's kind of an experience really for most people we play with, because most of the other people that open for us or we open for, they're all male.
I feel
and their entire bands are male. So, and all our booking agent, everybody that works with us really only works with males. So when they work with me, they're like, oh, I forgot you have to have a green room to curl your hair and put your makeup on and get ready and have a mirror.
I do too.
And it's funny.
Exactly.
It's funny because I have to have an outlet somewhere, and I bring an extension cord so I can, kind of maneuver my way. Or I've taken mirrors off the wall in another room and brought them into the green room. But one place we were at recently, the green room was all the way up 3 stories of stairs.
Oh,
so imagine going up and down those in heels, and then it is literally 98 degrees in there. I'm not just talking about the old 90s band.
That is the worst.
Oh my
Zero air
gosh.
condition.
No. And in the place you got ready was, at least where the guys were hanging out, there was a fan in there. But where I was trying to get ready, it was in a bathroom, so it was even hotter in there.
And you cannot put makeup on when you're sweating.
No, my mascara runs like crazy.
Me too.
And you know that he doesn't know anything about makeup because he says his mascara runs. I'm talking you can't put on foundation.
Yeah,
exactly.
Zach, your foundation, is it working for you?
No, it runs when it gets hot. And I have a sweating problem.
Me too.
He does.
I do
have a
too.
sweating problem.
It's not really a problem. This is the truth. If you sweat well, your body's really working.
That's
well.
true.
You have a
And
good
that is
air
the truth.
conditioner.
That's true.
That's
Yeah, I do love air
Hey, that's a
conditioning.
good way to put
That's
it.
the truth.
So my roommate told me one time she didn't sweat at all, seriously. And we would be playing soccer and she just didn't sweat. And we had gray practice t-shirts. And so my gray shirt would turn to super dark gray. And she was like, no, Erin, it's just because you have a good air conditioning system. That's a good thing. And I was like, okay, thank you,
What a
Carly.
sweet way to put it. Oh, that's
it was
sweet.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
nice. But yeah. Go ahead.
Well, and then on the subject of the best moment that I've had, I would 100% have to say the best moment in our career as musicians has been our show at Eddie's Attic. And the reason why I would say that is because it's such a special room in a sense that, people like John Mayer, Sugarland, just Sean Mullins and the Civil Wars and just unbelievable musicians that played that
Don't
room.
forget Justin Bieber.
And Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The
yeah,
Beatles.
that's one of the first places he ever played. And
Beatles.
I think the first place in Atlanta. And he was just this little 13, 14-year-old kid.
And now he's just a little 21-year-old kid. I'm
Eddie's
sorry.
Attic has been around probably longer than even your dad has been here.
I don't know. He's kind of old, Jeff.
What is this? What
It
is
is.
this?
It's like the
Eddie's
roast.
Attic has
I
been
want to
an
turn Jeff's
icon of
mic
Atlanta.
off. Okay, Jeff, you've had yours. We're done with you now.
Oh
You can't
my
talk bad about
gosh.
Dad.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Hold
I
on,
come
hold
in
on.
Atlanta, so if you play in Eddie's Attic, you are tremendous.
Well,
And
we,
you guys had a
there.
sold out show, right?
We did. It was
Yeah.
it was the first sold out show we ever had, and it was so cool because it was a pre-sale sellout, which was even more incredible. But it wasn't really about the sell. That was great, but it was the atmosphere that it was just the fuel. If you could go back and look at some of the videos that we had, the smile on our faces is like it was just a smile like being a little kid.
I thought Zach was gonna cry at first before we started the first song. He was like, "I just can't believe it's unbelievable." I'm like, "Please don't cry, please
Well,
don't cry." He
it was
didn't
the
even
fir-
cry on our wedding day.
It was
I'm
the-
like, he's gonna
Oh,
cry
that's
here.
terrible.
No, that's
You're
because I was
supposed to
so
fake it.
pumped.
Oh.
Yeah, he was pumped.
But it was the first time that
That's
we
very
had
serious.
it was the first time that we had all of our family and friends, and our album had been out for a little while, and people knew the words to our music, and it was really cool to hear 180 people singing your songs and having a good time and singing the words, and it's like, we wrote that song. Like, that's really cool. It was one of the pinnacles so far of what we've been doing. So we're actually trying to work on, side note, Eddie's Attic show in December. We want to do a Christmas show.
That'd be
With the
fun.
Aaron Hill Band.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Bam.
talking about.
I'm down.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
down.
Well, and I think that the coolest
I'm
thing,
dreaming of a white Christmas.
Christmas.
There you go. Zach and
they're
I.
already singing
Hey,
together.
Zach, will we cry? Yes, we will.
I will.
It's
I love Christmas
I love
carols.
Christmas.
I can
time.
listen to
Whoa,
Christmas carols all the time.
And
I
I
love
think
Christmas
though
time.
the
Christmas.
coolest thing about Eddie's Attic is that everyone who's there is specifically there for music. It doesn't matter if it's the open mic night. It doesn't matter who's there. They're
Very true.
there just for the music. It's nothing else. Like, people go there. I don't even think of Eddie's Attic as a bar, and I know that they sell alcohol, but like, I just think of it as, man, I have this song that I wrote, and I'm gonna go play it for these people who actually want to hear music and hear
Absolutely.
originals.
That is the coolest part.
When Aaron was a little younger, which was a couple of years ago, she played down there a couple of times on the Monday night open mic night.
Yeah.
And the best part about it was she was up there solo, and everything she played, you could hear a pin drop.
That's
It
the
was-
That's
best
the coolest thing about
and
it.
you know
of the
they're
room.
listening. They're listening to the words. They're listening to feel the music. Some people were sitting there with their eyes closed, just really enjoying music. And as a musician, the four of us know that the best thing and the feeling that you get out of music is when somebody knows the words to your song or feels
They're
your
just
song
listening.
and listening to what you're
That
doing.
is the best part.
It's awesome. It really is.
And singing with you. That's why I like it when Kim, who's over there chilling over there in the chair, she'll be like, "Play Living Young," and that's how she says it too. It's awesome. But it's cool because I look over and she's singing every single word to your song. Or another good feeling is when you write a new song and someone's like, they've never heard it, but you can just see them groove
They're like,
into
man,
it.
this is a
Yeah.
jam.
And
Yeah.
they're just their heads moving or their foot's tapping, and they're just in it. They don't care if anybody's talking to them. They're
That's
just
right.
listening to your stuff. It's awesome.
Well, each one of the songs that each of us have all written, they all come from somewhere important to us.
Yeah.
Very true.
And if you can translate that feeling, that emotion, and that thought to another person and can make them feel that same, let's get down on it and really enjoy this song, it does something for us. Not for your ego, I don't think.
Mhm.
When I see somebody singing
For
a
your
song,
soul.
it's for your soul. It just really,
It is.
it makes
Deeper.
you feel blessed. It makes you
Absolutely.
feel like you've given a gift to somebody or something.
That's true.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back and call this number that you want me to call.
Yep.
But
And
we
then
need
we're
to-
going to hear another live song
Absolutely.
from Laughlin too.
And the good thing about this radio show is it's scheduled from 7 to 9.
but we can go to
But
as late as
Scotty
we want.
Gave us until 10 o'clock.
Oh.
So what we'll
Nice.
do is we'll go ahead and do these commercials. We will come back in just a bit, and then we'll hear a couple more songs from
Let's
the
do
guys.
it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We'll be ready to go there. So
The
let's
guy
see if the
and
old guy
lady.
can get this going. Go, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that Scotty.
We're Electric High Radio Show, y'all.
Live on Just for Fun Radio.
Bam.
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 I'm just saying it
I'm
till we
almost
get
getting
the
there,
commercial
bam.
on.
Are we
Bam,
there?
I'm in it too.
There you go.
And
Read
then-
all these.
But we're still on YouTube.
Hey, Steve,
Lonely something else. We can lose that sense of love when we see each other every single day, in every single way. So don't lose the thing, and don't push me away. My love for you is there. I'm sorry if I don't always show that I care. Trust you with my heart, and I trust you with my soul. This love is pure, I know. This love is pure, I know. I said some harsh things, the truth won't back away. But I know you, and I know you know me. So don't lose the faith, and don't push me away. My love for you is there. I'm sorry if I don't always show that I care. Everything we've ever done is worth the risk to keep from where we came from. Love isn't some easy, unburdened path. It's some mistakes, tears, hearts broken like glass. And now we know that everything we've ever done is worth the risk to keep from where we came from. Love isn't some easy, unburdened path. It's some mistakes, tears, hearts broken like glass. I always hold to the truth. You always seem to lie. I am the one and true. You put me to the test. I passed with flying colors. I never tested you. Like the words that since the last time. We don't last. What to you? Here we go. You made me so low. You let me know and never held me, brought me down. It was a game to you. Well, I'm done and now I grew up over you. This is mine. I'm through, over you, don't push me any further. I'm done, I'm through, I'm over you, don't make this any harder. I'm tired of over you. I'm done, I'm over you, and this is how it has to be. Here we go. You made me so low. You hurt me more than ever held me, brought me down. It was a game to you. Well, I'm done and now I do not love you. This is mine. Fine, goodbye.
Live for the folks on
3, 2.
On YouTube, yep.
I'm turning Jeff back off here. Here we go. We're almost done. We're going to be back live with the whole radio show. Here we go.
Oh, dang, I don't think we're going to be able to call our next caller.
Well, good time.
No,
went to
but
sleep.
he said that he is about to go back on the road and he can't talk or something.
Okay.
So we can't call him. But that's okay. You guys are going to play another tune then.
Here we go.
Sweet.
We'll let this thing start. Here we go. Get ready, folks. All right, we're back. We're back. Here we go. We're almost ready. Here we go. We're back to Electric High Radio with our friends Laughlin,
Hey, hey, hey.
Allison, and Zach, ready to go here. We're going to have another caller a minute ago, but that we were supposed to call back, but they're on the road, so we're not going to get to talk to them tonight. We'll get them maybe next week.
Yeah.
But we are going to ask Allison and Zach to do another song for us because it sounded so good a while ago, and the mix was so good. Before you do this next song,
All right.
out of everything that she's ever written with you, what was your most
Favorite.
no, not just favorite, because you can have a favorite from a fun point of view, but I mean like the one that kind of touched you right in the heart, one that got to you.
You know what? My favorite song that we have, one of my favorite songs that we have, I have a lot of favorites on the album. I really do. I really do have a personal connection to all those songs, just because they are so good, and she's just written so many good songs on the record.
Now.
Yeah, brownie points, babe.
There you go.
I trained him well.
But you know what? One song that's on the record that we don't play much, because again, it's really hard to play a lot of slow stuff in live shows, especially in a bar in a bar scene. And we have a few ballads on the record, which I do love. One of them being "Howl at the Moon," which really is such a good song. The imagery in that song is so good. I took her on a date with some friends. Went to Tallulah Falls. You ever been to Tallulah Falls?
I don't think I've
Georgia.
been, but it sounds awesome.
Had a bunch of waterfalls up there. We went up there.
A lot of stairs too.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, if you want a leg workout.
But it was kind of
That's
like this
supposed to
nostalgic kind of feeling, like being out in the nature, nostalgic, just really like tying that into being young and in love and kind of thing. And it was really, really cool. That song came out and it was
I'm trying to figure out where I am. But I was talking.
Yeah, but it was one of my favorite songs on the record for sure.
And you, Allison?
Who?
I'm losing something here.
I think I'm kind of in the same vein with Zach, where I love Lullaby, which is the song we opened with at Eddie's Attic. It just got a lot of really good harmonies in it. It was just kind of one of those. I wrote it from when my sister got pregnant with her
Aw.
with my niece. So it's just kind of a special one.
And it really is cool. The Lullaby is a great song too. It's another ballad on the album. And it's cool because that's the only song on the album that's stripped down, where it's just acoustic and vocals. But
so what are you going to play for us now? Oh, you
We-
can hear something coming through here. Yeah.
we're actually going to play
There we go.
a little bit of, we're going to play a fast song for you. We're going
A fast song.
We are, and the cool thing about this song is the first song we ever wrote together, and this was the first song we wrote in college, and it's still one of my favorites because it's just so catchy. Allison's in class, supposed to be paying attention, right?
Who
Not paying attention.
does?
I know
She's like
one.
sending me
It's
like
for
like
songwriting.
voice memos, and we knocked this one out. But this one's cool. It's just
It's
about
the first one we wrote.
getting out of town, grabbing somebody, not sure where you're going, but just going. So this one's called Out
Sounds
of Here,
awesome.
and hope you like it.
Let me make sure I got your guitar up on
Yeah,
here.
and based on everything else, I think that we will.
Well, I don't know. It's going to be hard to convince me if it's any good.
It's been the longest day, just trying to run this race. It's making me crazy. I just need you, baby, to get me out of this place. I don't care where we go, this town is just too slow. But come get your baby and we'll make our getaway to a place that only we know. So turn it up and let the music play. Let's hit the road, get on that highway. Let the windows down as we disappear and leave it all behind. Let's get out of here. Trapped in this 9 to 5. One thing that gets me by is the thought of you in the passenger seat in a small town in the rear view. So turn it up and let the music play. Let's hit the road, get on that highway. Let the windows down as we disappear and leave it all behind. Let's get out of here. Jump in that old Camaro. Don't need a plan. As long as I'm with you, baby, we'll go anywhere. Yeah. So turn it up and let the music play. Let's hit the road, get on that highway. Let the windows down as we disappear. Leave it all behind. Yeah, leave it all behind. Let's get out of here. Ooh, yeah. Let's get out of here. Come on, baby. Let's get out of here.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I was periscoping and now my headphones are stuck under my chair, so I can't really hear what I'm doing or see. Like I said, I'm not graceful, but we were just periscoping y'all. So wave to the periscope camera.
What's going on, guys?
And wave to the periscope camera. And Jeff right there. And Kim right there. And over here, DJ Scotty. He's had to help me.
I'm last
Yeah,
again.
he's had to help me fix my headphones.
You're just chopped liver.
I gotta
Yeah,
get
I'm
out of my
chopped liver.
seat.
I'm telling you. You know,
Uh-oh. Yeah, I really got him caught.
Yeah, you got him caught.
But
Yeah.
But you guys, that was awesome. I like that
Very
one for
nice.
sure. Yeah, that was
Very
good.
nice.
I'm gonna swipe down and stop this
Just a little
broadcast.
happy-go-lucky too.
Well, even though we're not done with the program and we're not ready to sign off or anything, I do want to do a little thing that we do on the show that Erin has gets the pleasure to do. One of these days, she's gonna let me ask the questions, but it's called.
Well, you
the-
got to come up with
it's
them.
called the. I did come up with about half of those.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. It was Shredder. It's called the Shredder round, and what we do. Oh, never mind.
Well, you know, shredder is like when you play the guitar and it's like
Yeah.
Like Cal.
Like
Oh,
Cal
yeah.
Brasky,
And so
That's
it's
good
really
mouth guitar.
yeah,
the
and
nephew
so
of Bill Brasky.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so it's you know, it's a
Grandson of
quick
Robert
oh, it's fine. It's a quick round. And so that's what the shredder round is. So we'll go and we're actually gonna do everybody that's at the
Oh my
table right here.
God.
So
Let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
do Jeff, we're gonna do
Let's do
Zach,
it.
we're gonna do Allison and my dad. And so it's a shredder round. And I'm gonna ask you basically I'm gonna say one thing and then say another thing, and you have to pick one.
Quickly.
All right. So it's just bam, bam. If you
Okay.
can hear me snap, bam, bam,
All right.
bam. So all right. Zach, we're gonna start with you. I
Okay.
always, for some reason, start to my
I like
right
it.
and go around the circle. So here we go. We're gonna start with you, and we're gonna go through here. Some of them have to do with music, and some of them do not whatsoever.
Let's do it.
So we're gonna start with our first one since Kim is here. She actually came up with this one because she has a little Doberman or a wiener dog. I mean, a dachshund at her house, and so she was like, "These two dogs are basically the same dogs." So Doberman or Dachshund?
Dachshund.
Oh, that's
Wow.
you're the first person that said Dachshund
Kim's
too.
going to make you more cupcakes.
Yeah.
Dachshund is my parents have a long-haired dachshund, so I grew up with a
Oh.
dachshund. Murphy is his name.
Aw.
Murphy.
Murph.
Happy Dog Day, Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, here we go. Fender or Gibson?
Gibson.
And since you were playing acoustic, I'm gonna have to ask you Taylor or Martin.
Martin.
I saw that. It's a pretty
I'm
one
very,
too.
very, very, yeah. You know what's funny? I actually went in to buy a Taylor when I went in to buy this one, and I walked out with a Martin.
Really?
I did.
Hey, that's okay though.
That's
They're both
right.
good.
They're both. Yep.
Yeah,
They're both. Yeah.
for sure. We're like, yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so let's see. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts?
Ooh, tough one. Dunkin' Donuts.
Really? I'm slightly surprised.
I will say Dunkin' Donuts because they have the best blueberry cake donut in the world. So,
All right,
yeah,
and
I
Dunkin'
do.
Donuts is now one of our new sponsors. Just
Yes.
kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That'd be awesome though. Okay, so let's see. Beach or mountains?
Beach.
Beach or mountains.
Good
Okay.
man.
Beach.
And then last one, we're gonna do a nice little music one. Jason Aldean or Luke Bryan?
Ooh, Luke Bryan.
Really?
And the reason I say Luke Bryan is because I've talked to Luke Bryan on the phone before.
Oh, cool.
It's a funny story. Good friend of ours, Ray Drew, played football at Georgia. Ray, what's going on if you're listening, buddy? But he came to our show at CMA Fest, and he is very, very tight with Luke Bryan. I mean, they are boys. And he comes up and he's like, "Hey, man, great show, blah, blah, blah." And he hands me the phone. I'm like, okay. I look down. It's Luke Bryan. I don't know what to say.
You turned so country on that. Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan.
You know what I
That's what it
mean? You
was.
have to say it like that.
It was Luke Bryan, and I'm like, what do I say to Luke Bryan? I literally know what to say. So you know what I said to start? Go Dogs. And literally, it was just like downhill from there. I was just kind of like,
You can put that in your book.
it was, yeah, no doubt. But no, I did. I like both. I do like Luke Bryan. I like Luke Bryan's a lot of his old music. I do like some of his new stuff too. So yeah, Luke, both of them are good, but Luke Bryan's a family guy, so I have to go with him.
There you go.
That's awesome. All right, so
You're gonna
Jeff,
have
are
to
you
skip
ready?
me.
No, Jeff, you have to do a few if you're here. If you're on a microphone, you have to do a
Well,
few.
I'm not a musician, so I can't answer the.
Okay, we won't do the musician ones. I'll just do the funny ones. So I had this craving for Mexican food today. And so when I was writing all of these questions, I wrote
It's all
yeah,
about food.
I wrote
for
some new
Aaron.
ones. And so I wrote about Mexican food. So here we go. Tacos or enchiladas?
Tacos,
Rice or beans?
beans,
Guacamole or cheese dip?
cheese dip.
See, those are all my nice, awesome little Mexican food ones.
love
Okay.
cheese dip.
But I am going to ask you a music one, okay? Even though you said you didn't want to play this game, I am going to ask you one. The Rolling Stones or the Beatles?
That's a tough question.
I know that's why
Not
you
a
have to
big
answer.
fan of either one.
What? Okay, fine.
Believe it or not, I
let's
really
see.
am.
Guns
I
N'
have to go
here we go.
Rolling Stones.
Guns-
Jeff, you're no longer a Just for Fun supporter.
Yeah,
how do
for
you
real.
not love the Beatles? They created this world, Bubba.
I like both of them, but I'm not a huge listener. I'm more Led Zeppelin. ZZ
That wasn't a
Top,
question.
Okay,
Had nothing to do with
so-
Led
Allman
Zeppelin.
Brothers.
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
Led Zeppelin or ZZ Top?
Led Zeppelin.
All right,
Oh,
there we
no.
go.
That was easy.
There we go. All right, so Allison, you ready?
Ready.
So I added a country one for you.
Oh, yes.
So I did Carrie Underwood or Miranda Lambert.
Carrie Underwood.
Oh, there we go. There we
It's
go.
that powerful voice, isn't it?
Yeah, I just love her. I don't dare cover any of her music because it's just so.
That's
it's
not
so
She's
true.
good.
awesome.
That's
You
not
could-
true.
I cover one of her songs.
Which
Little
song?
Toy Guns.
Little Toy Guns.
Oh, cool.
yeah. And that's because Mr. Kalbrowski forced me to do it.
Go
she,
Cal.
she kills it though.
Way to go, Cal.
I bet though. That's
It's fun.
awesome. That's a
Yeah,
cool
it's fun.
song. All right. So vegetables or fruit?
Fruit.
Madonna or Lady Gaga?
Ooh.
Madonna.
Madonna. There we go. Dog or cat?
Oh, dog.
There we go. Don't you
Yeah.
guys
Can I-
have
can
a
I-
cat?
Wait,
We
wait,
do.
We
wait.
do have a cat,
What
but
was
if I
that
had
look
to
on your
choose,
face? Why'd you look at him and go, "Oh, which one?"
Because I love our cat.
Oh,
yes.
Oh.
Well, Zach did not like cats at first,
Because I
and
never
then
had a cat.
once we
Me neither.
had our 2 dogs and we started traveling so much for music, there was no way we could take care of the animals, and so
I feel you.
yeah. So we ended up getting a cat because we figured it'd be a little less maintenance because we could leave him for a couple of days and he'd be fine. But Zach was not into getting a cat because he never had a cat before. And he's like, cats are.
You know, they don't like people, you know, they
terrible
don't like
and-
let you pet on them and stuff. I thought they just kept
But our
themselves.
cat is basically like a dog in cat form. And he
Aw.
is so affectionate and he has separation anxiety and he like literally sleeps on Zach every night. Like he
Aw.
loves, they love each other.
If you guys could only
Yeah,
see
it's
Zach's
cute.
like
he's so proud
not like
of this.
I
creepy
am, I'm very
smile, but just
proud.
kind of like his smile just went like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
He is. He is a sweet animal, and it's so funny because he really does. I think he does really. He has some serious separation anxiety because literally he will meow at you until you pet him. I mean, he will.
Yeah.
He'll just sit there and be
Aw.
like, "Please."
He's really sweet. Though,
But-
but
This National Dog Day, so dogs.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. National Dog Day. Okay, so let's see. Here's another one. Let's see. Are you more of a swimming pool or a lake person?
Swimming pool.
I feel you.
Amen.
Let's see. I always like asking females this one.
That was to be swimming in, Zach. She didn't make it clear.
Oh my gosh, stop.
I don't want to swim in a lake. That's real.
Yeah, I don't want to
True.
swim in the
I like
Mhm.
swimming where I can see the bottom.
I,
see
yeah,
what's going on.
exactly.
That is true.
You know.
Mhm.
That is true.
I don't mind skiing. I love skiing on a lake, but boy, oh boy, when I go down on the water, I'm like, oh, what's under here?
Yeah.
Get me in the boat. Get me in
Yeah.
the boat.
All right, so this is one that I like to ask because it's kind of people that we grew up in with our generation. One of them's a little bit younger, but that's okay. Taylor Swift or Miley Cyrus?
Taylor Swift.
There we go.
Yeah, I love her.
Oh yeah, no,
Her new
I do
stuff,
too.
I dig it. Yeah,
You like
a
it?
lot.
The like
yeah, I used
80s
to
retro
not be.
pop.
Yeah,
I
I used to
secretly
not
like
be
it
a
as
Taylor
well.
Swift fan.
Most
but-
guys
I
do.
do too.
Yeah.
Most
Miley's
guys really
nasty.
do. Oh my gosh.
That girl's nasty.
Okay.
Miley.
Are we out of the woods? Are we out of the woods? Go ahead.
See, yeah,
he
does.
loves it.
He knows every word.
So Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
I am such an Instagram
Me too.
person, way more than Facebook.
I will so be Instagram right now is I definitely think the number one on
Yeah.
the ranks when it comes to social media because we live in our society right now is so just I don't want to read, I want to just look.
And,
it's like a
not, and I
picture
don't want to
book.
look for long either.
No, I want it to
30
be quick.
seconds.
Yeah,
They're done.
that's what I'm saying. It's almost hard to put a post about anything. you
Yeah.
know, unless you tag a picture on it. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. Think about on Facebook how many likes you get for something. If it's a picture and you put the text to it, or if it's just the text, you get way more likes for
Oh,
the
my
picture.
gosh.
Way more.
And they're more inclined to read it because it has,
Yep.
you know, and that's the thing is Instagram is so easy, and there's so many people. Everyone's kind of like just throwing the other ones away, and it's like all they do is Instagram or Vine or Snapchat.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and the reason why
Wow.
though that I like Instagram is that usually, like, if you go on Facebook right now, there's just so much negative stuff, and I can't
God.
stand it.
What
And
are so many ads?
there's so many
Yeah.
ads.
Yeah.
And
Well,
everybody's
Instagram
just
has
arguing
ads.
with each other.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, leave it alone.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, don't get on Facebook
Yes.
to throw your
That's
political
become
ideas
like
in
the
my face.
venting.
Yeah.
Let's vent real
It's
quick.
changed, and so I have a feeling that something new has to come out of it. Like it's not going to be Facebook anymore. It's going to be something else eventually. And but I hope so. Kind of. I just don't like it because it's so negative.
Mhm.
But that's why I like Instagram, because Instagram, you know, you can find a hashtag, you can find like National Dog Day, and it's just all these happy dogs.
Yeah.
And then you know,
today
and
was so happy
It
on
was.
Instagram.
It
I
was.
barked
Oh,
all
I
the way to
loved
lunch.
it.
I
It
barked
was.
all the way to lunch. I really did. Ruff, ruff, all the way.
Are you starting to sing, Zach?
No. I'm
Yes.
Yes, you were.
So
See?
now, yes,
See what I mean?
I know from the question before where we asked who sings the most, it's definitely you.
not. It is.
That's the
Yeah.
second time he's tried to break out into song on the mic.
Right
and
here.
normally he's so loud that you just kind of have to go with it.
You just have to start singing along.
But see, here we have a mute button.
Yeah.
So we can
But we-
apply the same. to
And you're
Zach.
close to it too.
Yeah, and I can show you which one it is if you want to
I've
do
got
that.
all the power.
that is true.
Well,
that is an absolute fact.
Yes, it is.
so I think though that we have,
Enough said, right, brother?
but I think
So,
we
yeah.
have one more person for the shredder round.
Oh, back here?
You.
Oh, me. Oh,
All right,
God.
so here we go. Dad.
True.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not what I said. All right, so Elvis or Frank Sinatra?
Well, that would be also a tie for me because I am a big,
No,
big,
no,
big,
stop.
yeah.
Just pick one.
Okay. Dang, that'd be hard
That's
to do.
tough.
Sinatra.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm real close to that because I really love Frank Sinatra, but I love Elvis too. I'll take both, and you can't make me do either.
Oh my gosh. All right, Sticks or Queen?
Sticks.
I knew you were gonna pick Sticks. Let's see.
Well, the reason for Sticks for me was Tommy Shaw was such a good guitar player, and he was so
That's very true.
dynamic on stage, and yeah, in a Queen, really the only one that was out front was
Freddie.
yeah, and
Yeah.
just you look at him and see the difference, and even today when you see Sticks, they really have a lot of chemistry going
do.
on. They're really powerful out there.
I would have went with Foreigner on that question. if
Oh,
that
I
was-
love Foreigner,
Yeah, if
yeah.
that was an
Ah.
option. Foreigner or Bad Company.
And
Either one.
Foreigner's-
Okay,
Yeah.
let me write that down.
Foreigner's drummer just passed away.
Really?
The original drummer, yeah. Sorry to say.
That is, yeah, that's tough.
I'm in those close categories. Makes me nervous.
I know.
Well,
You're
just
as
stay young.
cold as ice.
There you go.
Allison's over here rolling her eyes like, oh, there he goes again. That's too funny.
He's singing.
I know, it's awesome. Okay, let me ask you another one. Marshall or Orange Amp?
Marshall.
Marshall, I knew you were
Oh,
going to say
nice.
that. Let's see, acoustic or electric?
Wow. I love an acoustic guitar.
Mm-hmm.
You really can't beat it, man.
No. When you're sitting out there on the sailboat and strumming just that guitar and the water and the wind.
Man, I can't wait until I
Really
see
nice.
the
And I-
sailboat that
And
he
I will
owns.
say this: I
I've done
think
that before.
I think everybody loves a full band show, but I
Sure.
also think that there's nothing better than hearing
Mhm.
somebody like I would love nothing more than to go hear John Mayer sing and play an acoustic guitar.
Absolutely.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
it's
or
like,
Dave Matthews.
Or Dave
yeah.
Matthews, yeah.
it's like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Yes.
If you've ever got the opportunity to see those guys, and when they're playing acoustically without the band, and they're just, incredible.
it's
The
unbelievable.
harmonies and
That's
the
unbelievable.
guitar work. It's just nice.
It's just yeah, you're right.
Oh, they're all looking at me. Okay, next one. So I'm gonna give you the one that Jeff didn't want to answer because he said he doesn't listen to either one. Rolling Stones or the Beatles?
Well, without a doubt, the Beatles.
I knew that he
The
was
Rolling
going to say
Stones
that.
are absolutely a great band, and they're really fun to watch, and I'm glad they're still alive and rocking. But nobody as a group put music together like the Beatles did.
Not only that,
You-
but they did it in so many different forms.
Yeah, and you go
Yeah.
back and look at the White Album, go all the way back into the very first album they did. They Give Me Money, all that stuff. What are we doing? Telling us to go home?
No, he's
Uh,
not telling us to go home. DJ Scotty sent me a text, even though he's sitting right across the room, and he goes, he will never have a sailboat. Talking about your sailboat that you were mentioning about the acoustic guitar.
Thanks.
Even
Scotty.
though he looked up the other day to buy one, Scotty. You got to talk into the mic, Scotty. You know that.
I did say that you would be in a John boat in my lake.
A John boat? What is a John
What's a John boat?
That's a flat bottom fishing boat, like
Ah.
like a 2-seater. A couple $100 worth.
I do that.
You know
but-
John.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, John's boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, John's boat.
I had a little sunfish before I had my kids, and used to love go sailing in that thing. It's big enough for two people. Ice chest and a guitar. That's all you need.
Ice chest and a guitar.
You can buy me a boat.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, my brother Steven, I hope that they're listening, Steven and Taylor. My brother was like, "Oh my god, I love that song. That's such an awesome song.
It
It's a
is
cool
an awesome
song."
song.
Right now in country
clever.
music, if you got Yeti in a song and
Yes.
a country song, it's destined to be #1 hit.
Yes, no, that's so true. But I was gonna talk about this weekend because
Yeah.
you guys, we have a show on Friday, and
At Sean
luckily,
O'Brien's.
luckily, our
Oh, cool.
Sean's,
We
our
would love to get
Sean's,
into that place, by the
yeah,
way. We'll
you should come
exchange.
play with us.
We'd love to.
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all come down
Our-
and do a set.
But
Cool.
our show's at Sean O'Brien's, and so luckily the fans aren't going to be torn between their two favorite bands,
That's
Laughlin
exactly
and the Aaron
right.
Hill Band,
That's right.
because you guys are actually back home for you, Zach, in Columbus.
We are. We're at Outlaw Saloon, which I'm so excited about. We played pretty much everywhere in Columbus, and it's tough because our main spot is the Loft, and I love the Loft. But at the same time, I really love the people that run Outlaws, and they reached out to us, and they finally we connected on the show. And I'm really excited because it's one of those places where people really come to have a good time, and there's
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
better
And they
than
love
an
the
energetic crowd who's there and listening and having a good time and dancing. It just fuels a musician like you would know.
Well, and that parking lot is just always full. If you drive
Always.
past
Great
it,
home crowd.
yeah, it's awesome. We would play there, but it's all country, and we're just more of a rock thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, it'd still be cool to play
Sure.
there, but we
Shoot, y'all
play
should definitely
across the
come.
street at the tavern.
Yes, and
Yeah.
we played there. That's the first show we ever did in Columbus.
Really?
When we first started this whole thing, it's about a year and a half ago.
Oh,
No,
cool.
about a year ago.
Yeah.
But she busts me out when I exaggerate.
Yeah, quit
No,
lying.
no, I didn't. No. We'll talk about it
We'll
later.
talk about it
We'll
later.
talk about it later off air.
Okay.
Off air.
Yes, but we do. We got it. We got a show at Outlaw Saloon. I think the doors are at 9. I think we'll start about 10. It will be such a good show. We have such a good set. We got some really new good songs in there, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Saturday we're in Americus, Georgia, playing at Dillinger's.
Where is that?
America's.
I don't even know.
Oh, you don't know? It's right off 75.
It is,
going
right
to
off
75.
But I don't know where anything is.
It's
I'm
in,
geographically challenged. So
So yeah, we're excited there too. But you know, if you guys were listening, I'd love to come and see you. And again, if you come to one of our shows, please come see us and talk to us. That's the one thing. It's one of my favorite things about what we do is getting to meet the fans and getting to talk to you and see where you're from and your name and that's one of my favorite things.
I didn't do it. I let it run over, didn't I? I wasn't paying attention. He's got it.
If you hear music, you bump it.
There you go.
Exactly.
We bumped it. That's
All
okay.
right, we're back
How-
on. We're back on.
Never
How do
enough.
people find out where you're at?
That's a great question, man. Thank you for saying that. You know, we have the normal outlets. You know, Facebook's one of them. You can just search Laughlin Countries. You can't just search Laughlin because we have to fight with the city in Nevada, which is called Laughlin, Nevada. So that's
Which you guys need to go there and play a show.
I've been
obviously.
working. Yeah, I've actually been working on
Exactly.
that. Yeah, Laughlin Country's there. Twitter's a great thing for me. It's so easy. Laughlin Music is there. Instagram again is Laughlin_music. But we have a website, laughlinmusic.com. It's also another great way to find where we're playing and kind of see maybe if you want to check out our album on iTunes or maybe see some videos, live videos. So yeah, thank you for asking that. It's true.
Well,
Definitely.
whoever's listening tonight got a good taste of you guys. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's, I thought it sounded really good. I hope if anybody's listening out there and you can text us or send us a message, let us know how the mix was because I think we got it right after the first one.
Oh yeah.
So
And
about halfway
so
through.
I think we're about ready to end the show,
We're
but I
about
would
ready.
love to end the show with you guys playing a song if you wanted to play another one.
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I think that'd be a great way because we've already had so much fun with y'all. And seriously, this has been just a blast. And I'm so happy that you guys came.
It has been a
And-
blast. Thank you for the cupcakes and the
Oh,
wonderful
yeah.
themed food. It made it.
Well,
It's fun.
and I want to say too, also, just so that you guys get to know what kind of amazing people Allison and Zach are. So I was messaging Allison on Facebook and talking about this, and the whole time she was like, "Thank you so much for including us. Thank you, thank you, thank you." Like everything, you were just so grateful for everything, and it was just it was an awesome feeling. It was a great feeling, and
Zach told her to say it.
uh-huh. And so no, it's really cool because you talk to some people and
Right.
you know they say, "Oh yeah, I'll see if I have time to do that." Whereas you guys were just like, "Yes, this is awesome. Thank you." And so that's what I love about y'all is not only the music, but you guys are just great people in general. So
we feel the same
Oh,
about
thank
you.
you.
We really do.
Maybe you'll have enough time to drop by on September 30th because we have a very special
Yeah,
guest
we have
coming.
a cool guest.
We have Michelle Malone.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yep. So we're excited. But
Sweet.
what song are you guys gonna play?
I think we're going to do one that you can hear on the album. We actually don't play this one live very often, but I think it's such a cool song in an acoustic setting.
What are we doing?
Then we're going to do Watch It Burn.
Okay. I
Watch It
hope I
Burn
remember
is-
the words.
Watch
Great
It
way
Burn
to
is a
end.
cool song. It's about karma. And
Got
and
me.
it is it's very
A
very
firm
very
believer in
very
karma.
cool. Allison wrote this one and she came to me with a song and I was like, God, that's so clever. It's about karma and this one's called Watch It Burn. Hope you guys dig this one. Well, don't you know the things you do will come right back around? The same things that build you up can also tear you down.
God knows you point so high, way up in the sky. You think you got them fooled, but it's just a pretty lie. 'Cause you're a racing, highlight chasing son of a gun. And
And I can't see through your disguise. Got nowhere to hide. And it won't be too long till you get what you deserve. Just hoping that you are ever gonna learn. It's like striking a match just to watch it burn.
Well, every time that you move up, you pay a bigger price. And once you reach your mark, you draw another line.
You try to keep your cards as close as you can. Don't want them all to see what's really in your hand. 'Cause you're a racing, high life chasing son of a gun. And I can't see through your disguise. Got nowhere to hide. And it won't be too long till you get what you deserve. Hoping that you are ever gonna learn. It's like striking a match just to watch it burn. Oh, let it burn. You got your tricks and schemes, I got some too. You might wanna watch your back, 'cause I'm coming after you. And you're a racing, high life chasing son of a gun. And I can't see through your disguise. Got nowhere to hide. And it won't be too long till you get what you deserve. Just hoping that you are ever gonna learn. It's like striking a match just to watch it burn. Oh, 'cause I'm coming. So keep it running, baby, 'cause I'm watching you.
Wow,
you,
how
guys.
nice. Very nice.
I
very
love that
nice.
one.
Well, I hate to say it because I'm enjoying myself so
Yeah.
much here. and
Me
the music's
too.
so nice.
I had a great time.
You know, when you get around people who really love music, you know, and you're really enjoying not just the lyrics and the tone of the music, it's just your delivery.
Yeah.
It's just so smooth and it's just really, really nice. Really
I'll
enjoying
say
it.
that also too about the Aaron Hill band. You know, last little thing. I'll tell you one thing. You know, you guys sound great, but you guys put on a great show.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Your energy on stage is like just fuel. It just fuels the like to watch it. You're just like, man, I want to just dance. Like I want to do something. I can't just stand here. For real though, I think you are great at working a crowd, and that is
Thank
something
you.
that takes time.
And it makes
it's-
such a big difference.
It does. It is.
Well,
Thank you
and-
so
and-
much.
And our drummer and our guitar player, Steve Farrell, the guitar player, plays unbelievably great guitar. Unbelievable. And Rick Austin is probably one of the premier drummers in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh yeah.
And he does things. And when we're working on a song that Aaron's written, I just kind of sit back now and just wait for Aaron and Rick to kind of hash out what they're going to do. Because we started out a song, one that is now runs about 90 miles an hour. It started at 20. And it was just a real, like a move like this. And Rick goes, we'd finished the song. We'd already worked it up. That's how we were going to do it, slow. And Rick goes, Aaron, can I ask you to do me a favor, please? And she goes, what's that? He said, let me just set the tempo and let's just play it. And I thought he was going to like, you know, a little bit faster.
And it was like horses just sprinted out of the gates and like it was awesome.
I was like, unbelievable. It
Yeah.
made the song. It changed.
There is
everything.
no.
Yeah.
You're right. Tempo is a huge
It really
deal.
was.
And
Yeah.
collaboration like that is
Oh,
so important
yeah.
because you know you get something in your head a certain way and then you can't think about it
Well,
some way else.
Somebody's whistling.
I don't know, something. Oh, this Periscope.
And I just can't thank you guys enough for coming tonight. We've really enjoyed your time.
Thank you
our
for
time
having
with
us.
you.
Thank you for having us.
You
Thank
guys are awesome, and your families have to be proud of you.
I hope so.
Because you represent well all the way around. Every time we've ever seen you guys, you're pure professionals.
Thank
and
you.
That's what we all
Yeah.
strive to be. But
Absolutely.
You guys, it really is a pleasure to have you here. Aaron?
Yeah. And thank you guys so much. Seriously. I mean, he literally just like said it all, but but seriously, it's great though to see you guys in studio as well. Cause like you said, there's nothing like playing acoustic guitar.
Nothing.
And so having y'all here and just witnessing it firsthand is purely
Magic.
entertaining and joy. Like I just had a great time
I did
this
too.
show.
Me
Like
too.
it's one of those things where you guys just set the bar. You guys set it up really high for everybody else who comes
Cool.
on this show. And so thank
We'd
you
love to
for
come back.
yeah
6 weeks.
duh.
6 weeks. We'll write it down. We'll get
And
it quickly.
so-
This is like a party.
Yeah.
We'll help bring snacks.
and make
Right?
make sure you tell us which songs you're going to do
We
so
love
that
snacks.
Kim can make us the extremely good
That
food
is
that
correct.
we
Thank
had.
you, Kim, for the great
You
food.
know, we had it all going
Yeah.
on. And thanks to Scotty, thanks to Jeff, thanks to
Yes.
DJ.
everybody.
And make sure that you guys check out in the morning. We have the morning show on Just for Fun Radio
Absolutely.
with DJ Scotty, the Doc, and Denise, whose new name is D-Dog.
D-Dog.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's not the other name anymore. And so make sure that you guys come or check it out. You know, it's 7:30 to 10, sometimes 10:30, 10:45 in the morning. Just like this show is supposed to be till 9. Yeah.
We do what
So-
it takes.
Oh
right?
yeah. So make sure you guys check them out in the morning. And tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, because Jeff, you always listen to the show. We have ladies talk tomorrow night, and it's awesome. We have Crystal, which is Scotty's wife, but better known as DJ Smiles. And then we also have the Doc. We have Zach. And the theme tomorrow is sorry, not you, Zach. Different Zach, a little bit different, but
Lot different.
but yeah. And then we have I think the theme tomorrow is the rewind. It's going over everything that they've been over. And let me tell you, some of the themes, I was just like, what? Like, it was just good. It was just amazing to listen to it. And so check that out Thursday nights and the morning show every single morning, except for weekends. And y'all, we are the Electric High Radio Show. I'm Aaron Hill of the Aaron Hill Band with my dad, Steve Hill
Of the Aaron Hill
of
Band.
the Aaron Hill Band.
Best player.
We just had a great time with Laughlin. We had a great time with Jeff Matthias. Thank you, Kim, for everything that you did for us tonight. DJ Scotty, thank you. Thank you to
If
all of
everybody
our
will look at the camera.
yeah, thank you to all of our
Hey.
listeners out there. If you guys are in Jackson, Georgia, make sure to check out Sean O'Brien's this Friday for us. If you guys are in Columbus, Georgia, make sure to check out Outlaws with Laughlin on Friday, and then Saturday in Americus, Georgia, they
That's
will
right.
be at Dillinger's. So we had a great show. Thank you guys. We are the Electric High Radio Show on Just for Fun Radio.
Good night.
Thank you. God bless.
Woo!
Good night, John Boy.
Woohoo! Yeah.
There we go.
Commercial.
Right.
Awesome.
All in a day's work. And I gotta
So
go
I
to
gotta
that.
make sure that I get all of that stuff in, you know, at the we're still live on.
You said you did memory though for everything.
I'm trying. Well, no.
Remember where we were playing?
Well, I looked it up
Wrote it all
before.
down.
Well, that's
Don't give her
not, I
that
don't
much
have that
credit.
right in front of me.